Okay, we're live. So last time, we had another sort of text interlude. The last thing that happened was Storms was talking with Melise. I guess we can assume that that conversation just sort of ended
Mm-hmm.
after that for now because they aren't here. So you'll have to figure out something else you want to do, I guess,
Yeah.
which sucks. But I can't really change people's lives or their schedules or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know
you
what
know,
happened?
They were hitting a sake and they ended up passing out mid conversation.
There we go.
anyway, so there's that for
There you go,
Mist.
audience. That's what happened.
So for Mist, you had the conversation with Princess. She basically tried to brainwash you, and she almost succeeded. So you basically left, and she took the key so that you couldn't get back in the room. But you're with the prince now, and he's probably going to protect you, so you're at least somewhat safe for now. You're not really. You're very vulnerable at this point, but you're physically safe. Emotionally, not really. You know.
I don't know. The prince is about as hard as the prince from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
And then, son, you were listening into the entire conversation that was happening between them, so you can. I actually do want to know like what you do after Miss leaves the room because that would be super like important. Because I know like Storms would probably be just leaving Melissa's room right now. I know what Mist is doing, but I'm really curious because you're the only one where I'm like, okay, you heard all this, so like, what is the first thing you're gonna do? Because I give you priority over them. If you want to like keep listening, that's also technically like because they're still talking in the room. But I'm wondering if you would do anything else.
Talking in the room. I'm gonna like keep listening.
Okay.
For a moment.
Did you pay the motes for your charm? Is it one? Because I think is it per scene? Like how long does that last?
What? Or
no, the when you're using your charm because you have a charm for like your senses, don't you?
My senses?
I thought he didn't use that one. He was just making the wall.
He's just making the wall. Oh, okay. No, I thought you were using a charm to do this.
Just making the walls a bit thinner.
Oh, okay. I probably.
That's what you suggested. That's what you suggested.
No. I assumed you also had a charm to back you up on that. I guess not. Okay. No, that would be pretty hard to do, I guess. But
I think someone like. Well, if sensory acuity prana, but I don't know.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I thought you were using something like that because otherwise it'd be even if the walls were thin, it'd be pretty hard for you to make out exactly what they're saying.
Okay, that'll be 5 motes.
Yeah, but I was asking like, is it per scene? Yeah, so I was saying if you wanted to keep listening, you'd have to repay it because it's a new scene now.
Okay.
Speaking of motes, how many do we get back after?
Well, it hasn't actually been that long, so
right.
You guys wouldn't have recovered. That's why I'm saying he does keep spending because he hasn't had the chance to like rest yet because he's been doing this.
Where's my freaking phone? Oh.
You need something?
I'm going to mathematics.
Sorry?
Mathematics. Okay, so I used up my peripheral.
Yeah, okay. So you don't have any peripheral modes left? Oh, okay. Got you. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay. So they're still talking. And on the other side of the wall, you can hear them because it doesn't seem like they know, that you're listening or anything like that. So they're just still like talking among themselves, and you can hear Madrix, and she sounds pretty exhausted after Miss leaves the room, because she's like trying to be calm, like she lets Miss leave the room, but then after Miss leaves, she's like, "Oh, that was exhausting. Jeez." And she's still putting up a fight. This is a lot more difficult than I thought. I'm not going to be able to stand much more of this, honestly. And if we go in there, that big, handsome prince will probably save her. I thought I had her stuck in check, but it turns out going all in honestly wasn't the best idea. And the two boys are just sort of like kind of talking at the same time, and they're like, you're switching from chess to poker. That's kind of awkward. I like games.
What?
What can I say? Well, we need to figure something out. I'm not going to last much longer unless we find some kind of food. I already promised that I wouldn't deal with anybody on the ship. And Mist is the only one that I can target at that point. So we'll have to find out some way for me to keep living. They're kind of just looking at each other like, oh, well, yeah, we have to find another person to maybe bring them on the ship. No, well, if they came on the ship, then I probably wouldn't be able to affect them. We'd have to pick someone who, let's say, wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind what? I think like you hear Hatter just sort of like laughing a little bit, and you can actually hear like not like the kind of, because the tea set like clatters a little bit, but she kind of gets up and she's like looking. You can't like see what they're doing through the wall, obviously, unless you made like a hole, because you could probably make a hole. If you're already making the wall really thin, you could probably make a hole too. But
Here's Johnny.
I'm kind of wondering if you wanted to make like a little hole. Because that wouldn't cost you anything extra. I'm just asking, like. It's like totally with.
Probably. Like,
okay.
A hole that's like.
Because you do have super senses, so even if you made like a tiny hole, you could like see a lot that's going on inside. So like, you kind of start to peer inside, and you can see her like kind of curling her arm like around him, and like kind of reaching her arm like around his neck and like almost like wringing it, and you can hear him like choking slightly.
What?
So here's where I offer you a choice, because you can. He is your enemy effectively, but if you don't actually do anything, then you're gonna have to roll limit, because that's still your limit. Or you could try to do something, even if you don't succeed, because you can't really get in the room. But if you don't try anything, then you still have to roll limit anyway.
Can I like try and like knock on the door? Their door?
Yeah, you can try to knock on the door.
like it's like walk silently and like knock on the door very quickly.
Yeah, and as you're doing this,
Right.
you have like I'm imagining it's like this weird like Batman thing, like echolocation type thing, where like you can still hear her in the other room even though you're like moving, and you can hear her say like, "Oh, go get that." Yeah. So like
vision.
yeah, so you can hear like, the detective vision like through the wall. She's like saying, "Okay, yeah, go get that." And so Winter Hair just he comes in, he like opens the little door. Yes. And you can also hear like the like he's like being choked in the other room.
Saying, all right.
Everything is normal. You don't need to worry about it. Just return to your room.
Nobody here. I can clearly hear somebody dying.
No, nobody is dying.
That is accordion practice. Not very
bad
good.
chicken.
You can't kill something that's not alive. For the record, of course.
I said not alive anymore.
Ah, well, that's not exactly what I meant. Is there something that's bothering you?
Yes, it's bothering me. It's
Yeah, noise
woke me up. I keep hearing second noises. I was trying to sleep, but
I think what he's actually he's gonna try to like read through you because he's like, oh, you can hear us from the other room. Like he's trying to like determine if you've been listening to everything. So like, I actually want to see if you can like.
I just heard.
Yeah, like what do you say? Because like he actually seems to be trying to get like, he seems suspicious. He's like, what you can hear from.
I just heard this noise, some gargling noise, and I came to investigate. Rather loud. Being choked up, someone's choking themselves. They got something down the wrong pipe.
Audio asphyxiation.
Yeah, I mean it. He kind of has this like.
Look, I'm not here to kink shame, but
yeah, he's like
look, I'm not here to kink shame, bro. But
at you and he
It is time. We just had some hard times over here. I know you.
I think like you notice that he has another sword. Like not that he has two necessarily, but that he got another one, and he's like looking down toward his weapon, and he's looking at you, and he's like, "Please don't get involved in our business." And he like starts to shut the door.
Do you have a business here?
And you hear the door like shut.
Question.
That was refreshing. Okay, 3 dice for you. Please.
Oh. I can't stop the door like.
Well, I'm saying shut it, so you can't get in. No,
I can't like before he shut it. I can like stop it.
Well, he's in the door, so he probably like, I don't think that would work.
Oh, he has a metal fist. He can just be like, crunk.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like he's right in the doorway, so like if you want to stop it with your foot, it'd be kind of difficult because he would like.
I'm sorry. How is he doing this again?
Well, he's like he's like in the. I was saying, okay, he's opening the door, and then he kind of moves. When you're like saying, oh, I hear things, he's like, okay, and he's looking down at his sword, and he's like, okay, and then he shuts the door. So if you wanted to,
how do you open the door?
Well, he only slid it open like a little bit, so it wasn't like he opened it all the way. He just opened it like a little, and then he shuts it. So that's why I'm like, there wouldn't really be a lot of room for you to put your foot.
Or my hand.
Well, you could shove your hand in the door, but then it would go through the door. Like you'd have to go through it.
Door what?
Yeah, because he shut the door, so your hand would have to go through the door.
Wait, before that though, like I can't like slip my hand before he closed it and just like.
I mean, I guess you could, if you want. You didn't say anything, so I wasn't sure if you were like gonna put your hand in or not.
So I was gonna say like I didn't know how the door was open, so I thought it was like wide open.
Oh
like,
no,
to see what's going on. Opened the door, not like he gently like opened the door slightly and just poked his head like into the.
Yeah, I mean
not really out, but
basically
like
what he's doing. Yeah,
because the description didn't. It just made me think, oh, he just opened the door.
Oh, sure.
And
I get
I'm
what
like,
you're saying.
like widely.
I
like,
mean, I guess
I don't
you
know
could
what's
put
going
your
on.
arm in the door. I wasn't sure if you were gonna do anything, so yeah, you could put your arm in the door.
So that was finished with you.
Oh no. I still want you to roll limit though.
Door open or?
Yeah, I'm just saying I still want you to roll limit, but you can push open the door.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Oh, I didn't see it. What did he roll?
9, 10, 9.
9, 10, 9. Okay.
What the fuck?
Interesting. Okay. That's 4. Okay.
How close are you to your limit break now?
Let me see. I'll look right now. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 2 more. 2 more. Yeah, because he's at 8 now.
What the fuck?
You throw the door open, and you're kind of frustrated now because you realize you just killed another person. And he's kind of standing in the hallway with his back turned to you and like walking away, but he has his hand like on his weapon, like he's ready to do like the whole samurai showdown shit where he like flips around and whatever. But he's like just walking. He's like, okay, whatever. Like he looks like he's ignoring you, but you can tell that he's like ready to fight you, basically.
You're now beneath my notice.
Well, what you can tell like is that he's actually paying attention to you, but he's just his back is to you. But like you can tell that he's like ready to fight. And like you're standing in the doorway because you just like rammed the door open, and he's like in the hallway like ahead of you.
What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell?
He doesn't actually like
is wrong with
answer you. Yeah.
Answer me.
I think like you can also again still like because your ears are still like hypersensitive, you can still hear magics in the other room. Ugh. That was actually
wait. The door's
fun.
What?
You still your hyperhearance.
Yeah. I'm like you can hear her basically in the other room. Like you can tell where she is because like in the hallway it like divides into like 3 different rooms, and she's like in the center room, so you can hear her through her door basically. I should have killed him a long time ago. He was starting to bother me.
So wait.
So like I said, you're in the door
Alright.
for the VIP room, and
You're over here.
yeah. Oh, you want me to show you with like the token? Okay. So yeah,
Yes.
Myth is over here.
Back here.
Move. Yeah. You're here.
Oh, what the fuck?
So there's a door between there and there that you can hear
He's
people from.
here. Yeah. So it's basically like this.
Well, I mean,
I'm like frustrated. I'm like, oh, what?
Well, the one on the left is the one that's dead.
Is that a poop stain?
no, it's supposed to be me crossing. Why is my fucking color always brown? Like that's just...
I don't know, man.
That happened to me last night. I was like, no, this looks like shit. I just need to stop drawing on this.
I guess another brown you can use, but I don't know if that's the correct one.
I don't think you can change the color.
Yeah, I can. I just need to
you
change
can.
my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like we can all change our color. You didn't know that?
Yeah, that's too far.
I guess.
It's not very easy to do. I don't blame you. But yeah, that's it with the tokens. You can kind of see where you are now.
Okay,
Dad.
so I'm like, again, and I'm like thinking right now because I'm remembering now like, hold on, they're talking about like eating stuff and stuff. So I'm thinking they eat something from people. Can I like make some sort of like intelligence or something like that?
Well,
or
you
can I
you
say
don't
that?
you don't know actually like what happened because you left the like when they started. You can't like physically see. You don't have X-ray vision. You can't like see through the door.
But I heard. I don't know what she did to him to kill him, but again, for that was fun. It's like fun for her. She's a psychopath, but she said something about in regards to Mist, like I can't keep my strength and stuff. And she was doing something to Lightning earlier.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I mean, you
thinking,
don't actually know what's going on because like you don't know anything about them.
Yeah, he's trying to if he can get something out of that, like.
Well, because he already rolled before, like I think it was like a session or two ago, and I said, well, you don't really know, like you don't.
Can I like infer from like that they're trying to get?
Oh, you're trying to do people, like detective shit. Okay, no, see, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, so it's not that you're not trying to create like, oh, I know you're trying to like connect the dots here, because that'd be investigation. Because that's something.
Wait a minute, you're trying to get something from people, like.
Right. Okay. You know, I'll buy that. I'll give you a stunt for that because that makes sense. You're actually just.
And I'm thinking that I might be if I like express. I'm thinking like
yeah, okay.
It has something to do with emotion. So if I express myself,
I'm gonna go with wits and investigation because you're doing this. It's like Sherlock. You have to do this like really quickly, so it's like quick thinking. Like
you have to look around the room and just be like, you have a scuff mark on your shoulder here.
What?
What's
Sorry?
my
I was just making the joke. You have a scuff mark on your shoulder here. I mean, you had sexual relationship with your dead fellow. Just that hyper, like,
yeah.
Like.
What, Carl? Were you trying to say something?
A charm. Oh shit! Fuck.
You have a charm that lets you auto profile people. That doesn't necessarily apply here, unless you want to profile Winter. But I don't know why you would need to do that.
Well, how much is that?
Well, I was saying that's all that does. It wouldn't actually give you more information here. It would just give you more information on him. But I don't know what you want to know about him specifically because you're trying to determine something different. Like those are two different actions, is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying that I can use that to do that. What you do?
No, it would be two separate things.
Wits, awareness,
wits, and investigation.
That's
which you do have favored. So you also have the charm. So if you want to spend excellency here, you can. You don't have to. You could. Well, you don't have
how
a lot
much
of
is it?
you don't have a lot of motes left, but it's up to double. So basically, it's however many you want to spend up to double. So like if you have 7 here, you can spend up to 7.
I have no.
Oh, you have 7 now. Well, 8 or 9 because I gave you a star, so you have 9.
9 dice. Okay. Oh boy, let's see if this gives me. Oh, I got 7 successes.
Okay. So what you can infer is sort of like because of all the information that you've been able to gain by like listening to them as well as knowing like the kind of people they're targeting. Yeah, they're targeting people based on like their emotional expression or their emotional vulnerability. So you could infer that they feed off of emotions. Yeah, that makes sense. And they literally, and the way that she's speaking about it now is that she literally needs it to survive. Like it's not something that she is like. Of course, she enjoys it because she enjoys murdering people. She's basically like a sociopath. But to clarify on that, it's more of the idea that she is literally like essentially eating them as a source of food, and that the way that they eat is by eating people's dreams, because based on the fact that lightning is asleep and that they're targeting people who are like unconscious or they become unconscious, that sort of principle, or they are feeding on people's like active emotions in terms of like them being put into a situation. And I remember that Princess, I remember she mentioned that when she was feeding off of Storm's, was that she was feeding off of Storm's aggression. And I think I remember her mentioning something like that, but you could have probably put that into your little slideshow of information that, yeah, she seemed to get stronger like while she was fighting Storms, while Storms was like angry. So it does seem to have a lot to do with that. Like they literally feed off of people and their emotions. And you can assume it's not just like something they do for the sake of power, it's also something they need to survive. But was there any other information that you were trying to kind of piece together here? Because you did get a lot of successes, so I'm kind of curious as to like what.
I want to like ask. Wait. So why do they need to? Why can't they just get someone in here? Like, why exactly? Like, I'm thinking. Why exactly can they get someone? So they have to willingly have somebody.
She did mention during the conversation, because this was something she said. She said she made too many promises and that she is bound to them. That was actually something she said to Mist.
So she's bound by words.
Well, she's bound by promises, not words.
Oh, promises.
Promises.
But she literally did say that to Mist, so you would know that. I mean, maybe you wouldn't understand it, but now it would make more sense. She can't target anybody because... So she's in a bad situation because she literally had to just eat one of her friends because she has no other source of food around, because the only one she can target is Mist, and Mist is currently, not in a position where she can target them.
Well, I know this. Yeah.
And you're able to infer that they can only feed on people mostly when they're vulnerable. Like it's more difficult to do if they're actively resisting it, because she was feeding on Storms during the fight, and you could see this like physically. So it's a lot more clear to you now, like what they were doing because they were physically like draining them during the fight. But the key was that it was a lot more difficult for her to do that. So she'd be more likely to target people who are vulnerable. So like as far as you know, the chances of her being able to deal with you right now are very like low because now she just kind of got a full, she just ate one of her androids, so now she's like half perfect cell mode or whatever.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Yeah, so she's in that stage where now she's gonna gain a bunch of weight. You remember that when Cell like he has to get all the androids, but then he has that like in between form where he's like really big.
The in between form that was boring.
Yeah.
No, his first form was intriguing because he was weak.
I kind of like that actually. So yeah, Princess is now is like a pot belly and she's kind of out of shape.
So is she built to destroy?
I'm like, you've been on F list too much. You're just now into the 4 heart.
Oh, you know what? Don't start. Okay. Anyway, where was I?
Oh, that well, audience.
Where was I? Yeah, no. So she's Cell now. That's what I was getting. So like, yeah, she's basically absorbed him. So now she might be stronger. You're not really sure, but you could assume that.
That the sounds of someone being gargled probably being did by vampire.
Yeah.
Will be a head vampire.
She's not a vampire.
She's an emotion vampire.
Yeah, maybe.
She comes out looking like Nick Cage.
No.
She runs out. I'm a vampire.
Anyway.
Not yet. She hasn't gotten into her. She hasn't gone through her emo phase yet. I think that's when she's a teenager. She's a kid right now. When she's like when she gets older, like when she gets into middle school, she starts reading Twilight. That's when she gets into vampires. I might do like I don't think that would happen during this campaign, but I definitely would anymore. But I definitely want to try to run another campaign to explain like why she's so into vampires, because that would be a whole nother like campaign, I think, to explain that. But yeah, later on she develops this huge interest in like vampires, but I haven't really have like detailed that yet, like why that is.
I'm just like, good, we get to deal with her again.
Of you go from like, oh, you never give us like antagonists that are like repeating antagonists, and then I do that, and you're like, oh, this is horrible. I'm like, I guess. But I guess it's more of a between campaigns, it's kind of awkward kind of thing.
Yeah, when it's between campaigns, it's kind of like you're just inserting your fan character into things. Like,
realize that on Discord, I literally changed my name to Princess. Mm-hmm. So clearly, I have a bias.
You're OC.
Oh my god, no! I'm just. I almost want to ask Carl. Okay, draw me like a new form of her for every time she does this.
You're more perfect. You know what? I'll do it. We share. Now.
Anyway.
Screen share right now.
Anyway.
Okay.
What are you gonna do in this situation?
Too late. From the lack of gargling, and the fact that she's sounding,
Yeah, and you're getting close to your breaking point, so I am really curious as to what you would do.
I am a bit cautious now because I'm not sure if I can trust myself right now. Because if I sort of let myself go, I'm in danger.
Oh yeah, no crap. You were in a lot of danger.
Like I could get my soul freaking sucked.
That's
And
true. She's at a point now where she's probably, if you try to get involved with her, she might just try to suck out your soul. But you also know that she can't do that because she promised not to. So she can't actually touch you. I mean, you're aware of that in character, so I don't know if that would.
until to the white hair, bunch of
Yeah.
hair.
Okay. He's still not paying attention to you, but you can talk to him. No, I said he was like he's walking away from you and like moving down the hallway, like he's not.
But I know he's
Like
paying attention.
you know he's listening to you, yeah, but he doesn't look like he's not moving. I should say you're right. He is paying attention to you. He's just not moving. He's moving, he's walking. I mean, but he's not like it's not clear that he's paying attention to you, but you can tell. Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's trying to be aloof about it.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I'm gonna ignore you, but he's not ignoring you.
Promise me something. If you're an excellent dinner plate, don't come crying to me. Let's just walk out, close the door.
He just shrugs. Goes back to the room. That was a bit uncalled for. It was necessary. I didn't want to die, so... So you were willing to throw him away? Your best friend? I can get new friends.
Is he talking to me? Because I walked out.
No, you can hear them.
Oh, I was just walking and I can still hear them.
Yeah.
You still have your bat ears.
If you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. I'm just saying you could still hear them. You know. I lost my train of thought now.
I'm gonna like go to Storms.
Okay, you don't hear them after you leave the deck, obviously.
But I hear a lot of other stuff.
Not well. It doesn't because it specifically says it prevents sensory overload, so it's not like it's like bad. You're focusing, so you can focus on specific things, but it's not gonna like harm you to like walk around the crowded room or whatever.
Okay,
but yeah,
when I pass by Mist's room, can I hear anything?
Yeah, what's Miss doing? I mean, is she just on the bed like sleeping, or is she like talking to the prince? Like, what are they doing?
Is she fucking his brains out?
I mean, they could do that. That's reasonable.
She's probably sleeping now.
Yeah.
I don't see
Okay, no. Okay, here, important clarity. So you're sleeping, and he's next to you. You're not sleeping with him. Well, you are sleeping with him, but you're not sleeping with him.
I'm sorry. I was laughing because I just saw this.
I don't know. It entirely depends on whether the prince decided, oh yeah, I'll jump in bed with her.
Yeah, no,
he's out of it.
He's gonna do that. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna fucking like roofie her?
No. I mean, like he is like she's like, oh hey, you know, he's gonna get in bed with her, but not force himself on her. I mean, he's not gonna do that.
Yeah, just we need the clarification because like.
Oh sure. No, I don't mean like that.
I'm sorry that I laughed. I just saw the Cell Princess on the Roll20.
Oh, I thought you drew that. I thought it was Kara.
I saw that. I laughed my hand. I was like, oh crap.
Anyway, yeah, you can hear her snoring. The prince is also snoring.
So, Kara, what does Princess's snore sound like?
Well, I was gonna say like it's not
It's
necessarily
number
that they're
9,000.
snoring like loud. He can just pick up on like them not like having short breath and stuff like that. Like he can tell they're sleeping based on the noises that he can hear from like outside of the room.
Hmm.
When I say snoring, I might be over exaggerating,
It
but
sounds like over 9,000.
yeah, it's like he can hear them very clearly, even though he's like outside
I
the
don't
room.
know. It sounds like one of those old Looney Tunes cartoons, or not. I don't know.
So, did you want to like wake her up or something? Because she sounds kind of tired. Did you just want to see what she was doing?
I know that she doesn't have the master key anymore.
You didn't like physically see them take it like from her, but he's holding it. So yeah, you could assume that he had because he was holding it. When he has it now. So I should say, Winter has it. So you know that he has it now, which means that Miss doesn't have it.
Okay. Oh boy.
Because I'm assuming like part of the 7 successes is, oh yeah, you also notice he has the key.
Shit.
So you want to go to see Storms, you said? Okay.
I'm not sure if to like leave this. Just leave because the other person even more contend that they're literally a monster that kills their own people. Like,
Yeah.
like I missed. She killed some people that she called from monsters that I don't like her, but I haven't seen her kill another dragon blood. I haven't seen her eat up her own sister or whatever.
Right,
or,
right.
Or kill her own sister. So I'm like,
You just haven't seen it. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
she hasn't done it. But oh wait, wrong person. Trying to get Storms. I don't know why I put you on the.
wait, what?
There we go. I can do it. Hold on.
I can do it myself.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're doing. I was just making a joke because of the scary
I'm
movie.
like,
Oh yeah,
thinking, like,
Storm is over here. I
call
forgot.
Storm.
You moved her. You moved her over here. So I'll just.
Yeah, because I'm not going back to my room when with her so close in the captain's quarters.
No, I mean this is well. Melissa's over here, so like you went to her room and then you. Okay, so you guys.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are both here right now. So yeah, you see Storms coming out of Melissa's room.
You need me for something?
Somewhat. You think they're just gonna stop bothering us around?
From what I understand, as long as we're on the ship, they're going to stop bothering us. But after that, I'm not sure. I'm thinking of an escape plan.
Might want to make it quick. I know you don't care about, well, considering what Miss has done. But she has now, or what might become of her. But I'm rather concerned that it might fuck us over. Let's just.
I mean, it's like it's already fucked us over.
At this very moment, Miss is in a rather vulnerable state emotionally. And
well, that's what happens when you try to make deals with fair folk.
That's what they are.
Yeah, I've only heard stories about them, but they're.
About them.
No, what did I know about them from
what you knew mostly was that like the reason they call them wild hunts is because they would send soldiers like after Raksha and stuff like that. Like if like from the military perspective, you know that they were like hunted. You don't know like details about like what they do or like what they are, but you've heard like stories, obviously, that they're monsters and they're from beyond creation, and that's why they send soldiers, there to like hunt them down, basically. Like that's how it started, because they were at war with them like way before they had to deal with the solars and stuff.
So I'm just gonna say, well, they're the reason why the wild hunts are a thing. Were the original monsters
Anathema,
that
yeah. They were the original anathema, yeah.
Yeah.
Anathema. We should be careful about. We should be taken care of. Eat people take people's emotions. They drink it up.
Yeah, she tried to do that to me in the fight, and I assume that's what she was doing to Lightning. She also she did something to me to make me like Rainy more. Not hate her as much, I guess.
She just killed one of her own.
Well, at least that's one less we have to deal with.
One of her own that has just to feed herself, I believe. Herself stronger.
Huh.
She was hungry, you see.
Well, that gives me an idea.
Oh?
I'm gonna check how far we are to not look shy.
Let's go to Lookshy.
Junbei, that's the place.
Well, it's nighttime now, and you guys had about, I think it was like 3 more days. Basically.
Yeah, even with Topaz punching it.
Yeah, like that was it. Was like I was saying, yeah, it's like 4 days, assuming you guys are moving at like top speed.
Yeah, okay.
I would just imagine like we just make it there in a second. If we should use all eyes, okay. Let's all power this up.
Explodes.
Yeah, actually, I'm curious. What would happen if we did like multiple power sources at the same?
It doesn't actually make the ship go more because the engine has it's an engine, so it's not like you don't like. Okay, it's the same logic of if we put more gas in the car, it will go more. No, that's not how engine works.
I was just thinking like, oh, what do we have? Nitros.
Jeremy Clarkson's toy boater moves faster than the Essence ship. There's a problem.
Well, it's already going on. It's on nitro now. That's so like you can't push it to go any further. It's already going like you're boosting it. You're already boosting it now. That's what I'm trying to say. It's already boosted, so you can't super boost it because there's a certain output. You can't just. I mean, you could, but then, like I said, it would probably damage the ship more than anything.
Probably for the whole entire ship, and then we would not have.
Plus, you guys don't have a lot of essence left anyway.
By the way, I'm gonna drag Sun with me just because I want to explain my plan to like everyone.
Okay, so well, I mean, his mom's there too, so like they're all in the room, yeah. Scarlett's there, so you have like everybody's in the room, yeah, or in the captain's thing.
All right. So basically, we have a truce with the Rakasha.
Yeah.
For now, that they'll leave everyone on the ship alone, but
except for Mist.
Yeah, except for Mist, because she's the one who wanted to deal with him. So anyway, do you think we can get a cart or something prepared, like when we reach the docks?
That wouldn't be very hard for me to do.
Okay. Because
Scarlet.
I can turn into a horse and
Yeah, Scarlet's
probably
saying I could.
carry most everyone.
Oh, we wouldn't even need to get a horse. Well, then that makes it even easier.
Wait, how
I was
can you
gonna
turn
say
into a horse?
I went on a hunting trip and I had to do this kind of ritual thing where I hunted an animal and ate its heart, or ate the blood from its heart.
Oh, and
That
for the
sounds
record,
rather.
Lightning is sleeping, by the way. I should probably mention that.
Okay. Yeah.
Unhealthy. You should have cooked
Lightning
it.
has the roll limit now. Thanks.
What?
Oh, no. I was making the point, like, Lightning's asleep, so she wouldn't hear you, bring this up
Yeah.
again. I'm just imagining.
I'm like,
nightmare. Like, no,
that's unhealthy.
don't
You
eat
should
the
have
horse.
cooked it.
You should have cooked it
You
first.
should have cooked the fucking thing.
Look, I got
Now
married.
you're gonna get malaria.
I can like eat garbage and basically
I
live.
love that Scarlet like literally says to you, she's like, "That's what you're worried about."
Worse than that.
Not the fact that she's a horrible mutant who can turn into animals, but that she should cook them first.
Area.
Hey, you have your own fucking freaky powers, Wind Lady.
Now that's no way to talk to my daughter. This big like, you're all like. It's hard for me to do all the people at once, but I definitely imagine her saying like, "Don't talk to my daughter that way."
Come on, guys. At least we don't eat people.
No, we don't. She might. Like, I think Scarlet's like ribbing Storm's like, we don't. She might though. Have you ever eaten a person?
Oh.
I've heard they do.
I have not eaten a person, nor have I seen another lunar eat a person.
I see. Well, then I
It's
guess.
propaganda like that we get bad names.
Although technically she's not wrong. You could eat people, but you don't.
Well, I mean, anyone could eat people.
Well, you get a benefit from it.
Yeah.
This is just like the vampires. Oh.
Anyway.
I think like when you mention the vampires again.
God, stop! Please stop! Oh, Jesus.
When you mention the vampires again, your mom's like, I really shouldn't have told you all those stories.
Anyway, we are getting off topic here.
Oh, but by the way, we encountered a vampire. We beat it up.
Good for you.
Anyway, we should really come up with a plan to stop these the fair folk from getting off the ship. Because once we're no longer on the ship, I think we're fair game for them.
Why can't we just finish them off here?
I mean, I tried to, and they were fucking hard as shit to kill.
So why don't we just kill them when they get off the ship? As I was explaining before, they're much weaker when they're not in their own territory. So there's nothing that would prevent us from attacking them once they leave the ship.
That's not a bad idea. I was just thinking of destroying the engines and jumping off early.
And damage a priceless first age vessel?
I mean,
we worry about the first age technology, or worry about the millions of people that this thing will murder and eat alive. Not certain about murder, but
Yeah.
eat alive, I am
Ship to
certain.
ship,
Actually, I'm
like-
certain about both those things.
So, your plan, if you don't mind me speaking out of tone a bit, is to destroy the only vessel that we have access to, strand us in the middle of a river, and force us to swim or otherwise scavenge our way back to the mainland.
Well,
When
this
we
isn't the
complete the
fucking Niagara Falls here. Like, I mean, I'm gonna use a better like term in game. Like,
right, yeah, but she's saying, well, but
look, can you people not swim? We
she
don't really need to get too far. Like,
she like shakes her head. She's like, that's not. The problem is
Salute! Firstly,
she's like pointing to the screen that Topaz is like looking at. He's like, if we have to swim that entire distance, it would take us days, weeks just
we
to
don't
get
have
through
to
the
swim the
river.
entire distance. We can just swim to the nearest bank and then walk a little earlier. Like just a few miles away from the town, and then I will turn into a horse, and half of you guys could probably even ride me.
And when they repair the engine, which,
going the wrong way.
just so you're aware, they have the ability to do, and they chase after us while we're swimming, your plan is to run fast?
My plan is to survive without them trying to get near us. Look, I don't know how you know how good I am at breaking shit. It's gonna take them a long while before they can fix what I do.
And she kind of raises her eyebrow. Yes, I'm sure. My mechanics still haven't managed to fix the whatever.
The what?
The War Strider.
The big fucking robot.
What happened to that thing? Wasn't
I
there
ripped its
someone
arm
from
off.
the...
Storms is gonna say proudly, like,
Yes.
But
I love like Scarlet is staring like blankly at you. She's like, "Yes, you did."
isn't it still usable?
There was some kind of fuel malfunction.
Excuse me?
It doesn't have any fuel.
What? How?
pretty sure that's not my fault.
No, it has nothing to do with you. You didn't damage the fuel port.
Actually, wait, I remember that, like, they said it was the white hair who, like, ordered that, right?
It was Hatter who did.
Or Mad Hatter, one of those two?
Yeah, but like she wasn't there, so she heard like, from I Melise like told her like, oh yeah, there was a thing like they stopped us from stopping the mechanics to like do the whole thing, and she's like, oh, it was a fuel malfunction.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess that was a bullshit thing. They just probably emptied the fuel tanks and to
Fuel
stop us from.
malfunction? How does fuel malfunction?
No, it wasn't a problem with the fuel. Someone emptied the fuel canisters.
Fuel malfunction is just empty tank.
Yeah, I'm guessing
It's functioning, but it's just empty. That isn't really a malfunction.
The fuel wasn't supposed to be emptied. She like flicks you on the head.
It's totally...
All right, sibling rivalry aside, I think that was basically them trying to stop us from exiting the ship.
Well, Mister's the one who said she wanted to leave on the War Strider. Were you planning on doing that?
I wasn't at the time, but clearly they didn't want Miss to leave if they were going to empty the War Strider. Don't forget, Madrix was there in the room when she said that.
Right. Well, perhaps Melise was right. It was some kind of conspiracy. I'm having a hard time believing all this, but after all this evidence,
Yes. And I would rather have my enemies starve than have a chance for them to escape with who knows how many people in danger.
How are they starving?
They need emotions to survive. So
Right.
leave them in the middle of a river. They will have to, with like no one else in miles. Sun said that she already ate one of them.
And we don't know how long that'll last.
Hmm.
I mean, she means that in the other way. She's like, well, we don't know. We don't know how long that'll last. It could be months, weeks, days, hours.
Yes, well, better for her to be weakened and come back to civilization than be strong and come back to civilization. She might have to use more of her essence to get anywhere in the wilds.
Perhaps. She hasn't really posed a threat to me.
That you know of. Have you been sleeping at all between when you got here and now?
Of course.
Yeah, so is Lightning, and she was draining her when in her sleep.
She sighs.
That you weren't invited to this thing, this trap.
Trap?
Yeah. No, I was just to be drained.
This entire boat is a trap.
Yep.
Not for you.
It was
Not you
advertised
should
as
have-
a love cruise.
Not for me. In what way? We were all brought onto this ship. And if what you're saying is true, then she could very easily use my men as some kind of buffet meal.
to that buffet meal first.
They're because of I'm pretty sure they're safe. I had it the only mist would be targeted for them to eat from as long as we're on the ship. That's why I want to get off the ship so we can protect everyone. Or at least have everyone have a chance to get away from them.
I'm not sure how long the whole invitation will last, though. So we should be moving, yes.
I think like Topaz is, at this point is like, well, we can't move any faster. I don't really know what else to do.
Alright. So my thought is we wait till we're at least like a day away from the city on this boat, and then I will sabotage the engines and then turn into a horse, and then like everyone can go off and I'll like jump to the like land and
Yes. And then Scarlet's like waiting to hear the rest of your plan.
Well, and then we will all like head to town like on our own, and while they're trying to fix the ship or anything like that, they'll be using up energy and such. So,
Well, I think you should inform Mist of your plan. We'll have time before you carry it out, yes? This deal involves all of us. You can't just leave her on this ship to die. If you're going to save me, my brother, and you, yourself, and your brother, then you have a responsibility to everybody here, including her.
every time I try to save her, she brings more shit upon us. I was gonna kill those fuckers, and then she made a deal with them. How do I know she's not gonna just go over them and tell them what we're planning?
Scarlet kind of like pulls her head down for a second to think. They are, as I'm sure you're aware, one of the Empire's most reviled enemies, especially at this point, now that they have entrapped us.
Yeah, and she was still willing to make a deal with them. I don't think she really cares about the Empire if she's helped Anathema twice now.
I am sure of her loyalty. She would never do something like that without a good reason.
Whether there's a
She
good
may
reason or
betray
not.
you, but she would never betray us.
Whether there's a good reason or not. Drain.
All I'm saying is that she deserves a peace. You can't leave her to die. You can throw her in the woods. She'll be able to care for herself. But you can't leave her here. To be turned into some...
See that Starnes is getting like frustrated, like
Yeah.
If you like it or
I
not,
thought
we're
she
gonna
was
have to
my
bring her
friend.
along.
She was a completely different person from who she is now. She couldn't fight. She was flirtatious. She was loyal to us. Then when we came to the city, she was obsessed with the sword. She sold me out. She sold us out to the prince, who she married after a day of meeting.
Might
And
have
now
been
she
them.
fight like me and Sun. I don't know what to make of her anymore.
That union, it might have been their setup as well.
I think she shoves like you see Scarlet like shove Sun. Look at how much he's changed. Do you think he was like this before he left? People change.
I'm like still saying. I think the whole union between the prince and mist is also another setup of theirs.
Yeah, they mentioned that during the meeting too. Like directly, she's like, "Yes, we put you and the prince together." Like she said that out loud. So yeah, you know that for a fact. Unless she was lying or bluffing about that, you're not sure. But she did say that, so you could provide that as evidence.
Mist believes that we somehow betrayed her. I'm not sure how. You will be attempted to help her out of that.
All right. Well, I think it'll be better if one tells her my plan then, because I don't think she would prefer it coming from me.
I think like Scarlet kind of looks at you, Storms, and she like pulls up her little visor thing and like shows you her eyes and how like kind of fiercely dedicated she is, and she's saying, "I am trying to help Miss defend herself and better herself. If you have a problem with that, you can go through me." Because she's a wonderful student. And I'm proud of
I
her.
don't think we have.
I don't have a problem with her learning to fight. It's her
It sounded like you did.
what she fights for that worries me.
As I said, if you have a problem for who she is or what she fights for, you can go through me. Because we fight for the same thing. For our
So
families.
I'm just like,
And I think she still points to Sun. He abandoned that responsibility, and I have to carry it on. She fights for the same reasons I do.
Not exactly.
yeah, I can see your family bonds here. She's gonna point to Sun's arm. Real strong.
True, sis. As family bound as you are.
Fine, I'll go tell Mist, and
She's saying like you should wait until like she's the next day or something, like when she's awake, not like wake her up
Oh,
while
okay.
she's asleep. Yeah.
I don't know if she's asleep.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like I think Scarlet would say she's sleeping. At least wait until the morning.
Fine.
Storms. Could I talk to you for a moment?
Oh, what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. Could you repeat that?
Can I talk to you for a moment?
All right.
Minute? Like for like to probably talk very much. Just listening to it.
You kind of as you're leaving, you see your mom and Scarlet like talking, and she's like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" they're like arguing with each other. You can see her like lips like like they're like and they're going back and forth like yeah. And Topaz is like telling them to calm down, but they're like arguing now in the room.
I think I'm gonna have to calm down after this. Just listening to the conversation they had earlier. And herself, princess. She said Miss said something about us betraying her somehow, and she lashing out back.
What did we do to betray her?
I'm like,
She was the one who sold us out.
yes. We were trying to help her all this time. She seems a bit confused. Thinking she could do everything by herself. Literally, she said that out loud. She didn't need anybody. Said there, something happened, and I forgot the name of the place. I'm not sure if it's Chive or
You mean in Jibei with the sword and all that, with the
she got fucked over by the other guys.
That was Jibei, yeah.
Okay, just making sure, just in case, because I heard
Yeah.
another name.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Fine.
Back at Jive. Something happened back there.
Is she mad that I tried to stop her from getting herself killed with those demons?
I'm not sure if it was that. she ended
That's
up
the only thing
with
I
the
could think of that
prince.
happened.
She got the sword in the end. So,
Yeah.
but then afterwards, she was back at over the prince's place. How?
I don't know. We lost track of her then.
This way. That she's been all this time being controlled by something in here. And you find out it's this motion draining monster.
I see what you're trying to do. I'm just like, I feel like it needs to be a role to like change my intimacy.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, that's totally valid. We can totally do that. Hold on. Let me go get my chart for that because that is very relevant. Like, you can totally change Storm's mind, but I agree it should be a role here.
What's the neat role?
It would be
socialize.
It would be charisma, socialize. Yeah.
And
charisma.
He's trying to beat my resolve.
Let me check because I still have to calculate all the stuff. I need to go to the book. I'm assuming you're not going to boost against this. You could.
No, because
okay, out of character, you want this.
Yeah. Both me and Storms kind of wants like things to go back to the way they were before, like all this betrayal and shit, mind control.
Right. So you want to be convinced to a degree.
Yeah, I just like Storms is just kind of stubborn, also. So like.
Right. No, I agree. Okay, so let me just look at this real quick. What is it? A major or minor for Mist?
It is a major right now.
Okay, gotcha. So what's your resolve currently, like without changing anything?
Where's my resolve at? Let's see. Resolved intimacies. Resolve. That's my horse.
Giddy up, motherfucker.
I don't think to have my resolve calculated. What is it?
It's integrity and then wits divided by 2.
All right. Integrity is 3, and my wits is 4.
Okay. Do you have any other intimacies that would apply here besides that one?
Have fuck this cruise.
No, that's not. Was that in support or is that against? Because that's the thing. Like, are you trying to say that?
I mean, like, if it's the cruise that's like caused all this, like,
is that a minor then?
Or it's a major.
Okay. For fuck the cruise is a major one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What's your total?
So at least I think I would counter the.
Yeah. What's your total resolve then? Like right now, like as the calculation.
I think it's okay. Well, it's 7 divided by 2, so.
Yeah, that's and then you round down, I think.
All right, so 3.
So 3. Okay, so yeah, Sun only really needs 1 success here.
Okay.
But it won't actually. It just changes your intimacy in this case because usually you want to just you would weaken it or something, but in this case, he's just going to change your opinion.
Okay.
And he has a in support. I'm just checking. It's still actions.
Still socialize plus charisma and nothing else.
Yeah. Well, you're getting a bonus because of the other thing, but it subtracts. So you only need 1 success. I said.
Okay.
So don't fuck up.
Okay. Shit! Exactly 1.
Well, good.
By the wire.
Good job.
All right, so I guess it's my thing's now minor towards me.
Yeah, I mean it'd be like you don't necessarily need to make it positive, but you can just because it doesn't need to be positive or any negative. It's just your tie to her is how you feel about her now. But like what Sun's trying to remind you of is like, yeah, actually she's probably not in control of most of the shit she's doing, and like it's the cruise's fault, not really hers.
More like the motherfucker who's controls the cruise, but then again,
yeah, but in general, because she doesn't have a thing toward magic. It's just the cruise in general. So
yeah. Which
By the way,
I'm extending that towards magic because like she's the one who set up this cruise. So.
by the way, what do you think of my positive tie that I have over there? Do you see it? Anyone?
No, hold on. I haven't.
Check it out.
You didn't tell me, so I have to look at it. Is it on your roll 21 or is it just on the
Roll
doc?
20.
Okay, hold on.
It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I mean, it's radical. Sorry. Duh, I'm stupid.
Be nice. Get it?
Yeah.
Because
No,
she has radical ice.
yeah. I get it now.
That's
Kill me, please.
okay. Oh shit! I pulled trigger. Oh well.
Anyway, roll limit again. I want you to break, damn it. No, I'm kidding. Where was I? Right. So yeah, so Storms would be kind of swayed by what he's saying. And maybe now you hate Mist less because you realize that whatever she's doing, it was all plot. Because he also points out the fact that, like, oh yeah, this whole thing with the prince was also like part of the plan. So like she's been manipulating Mist from like the beginning. Like this entire thing has all been like some kind of big trap.
Like, I'm guessing even the sword was a part of this.
Hmm.
Fucking
I don't
spiders, all of
think I've
them.
heard. Sorry, what?
I was just saying, fucking spiders, all of them.
Ah.
Them and their fucking
You
webs.
say that. I like spider.
Yeah, his anima is a giant spider thing.
Originally, Sun was pretty much combo of the hands and fists, because fusion.
Fucking spiders. I like spiders though. Come on.
Come on. I mean, they can be terrifying, but they can also be cute.
I'll have Mist. I'll go to Mist and apologize for everything that happened, even though most of it's not my fault.
Why don't we just cut to that?
He opened up and told us, like, hey, someone fucking hurt her. Like,
why don't we just cut to that scene? Because I kind of want to just get there, you know?
all right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm totally cool with it just like moving right to that because I feel like we should.
Sure. So,
Yeah. Because I think they've been waiting long enough. So I'm like, let's move on. But it was important that you've like changed your mind. Because that was like the key thing that was like keeping you guys apart was like all of you started to hate it now. Now it's like, well, maybe we can resolve things.
Mm-hmm.
We can fix this. We can make this better. Let's do it, partner.
So yeah, the next morning you knock on Mist's door.
Yeah.
The prince actually answers it because Mist is like still getting up, I think. And the prince kind of sees you and he like is about to shut the door.
I'm not going to do anything nasty or anything like that. I just want to talk to Mist.
Don't touch my wife. Go away.
We're not. If we want to touch her, we've already done it. Literally, we had all.
Look, I've got a girlfriend already. I don't need to touch her.
No, I mean stay away from her. You've done enough. You have caused her this illness.
Illness?
What do you mean by illness?
She is tormented. You can see like visibly that Mist is like shaken as she's like getting out of her bed because she's like mentally kind of not necessarily unstable, but her willpower is like zero. So she's kind of in this state where she's kind of not unhinged necessarily, but like not all, composed.
And like, does any of us actually have like medicine?
Do either of you have medicine?
I do not.
What do you mean by medicine?
Like this
Like, you mean medicine the skill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that.
Uh,
I actually do not have one. What the?
Looking super.
What?
all right, it's perception medicine to see what's wrong with her.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I get. I guess it'll be 6.
Yep, and I get to roll 4, I think, unless there's a penalty for not having medicine.
Nope. Just go ahead.
6. Jackass. How the hell is that bad? What the? It's just one. I at least like one.
One success. Okay. And
Again.
then Dustin got 2.
Oops.
Oh.
No, sorry, that was I missed.
Oh, you both got 1. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
you can tell. You don't know like the details of like how she's been messed up, like what's going on with her, but you can tell that like she's not healthy. Like, because she physically doesn't look well, and she's like kind of not like all there. But like something missed. No, Bandrix definitely did something to her, but you don't really understand like the details of like what to do about it, or like how to fix it, or like what what she needs to.
Did anybody else come in here?
All right, I'm gonna say, look, we didn't do that. She had a meeting with.
Did anybody else come in here?
No, nobody came in.
Last I saw, she was going to talk with Madrix and the other Rakasha.
I think the prince is like, well, I'm not letting you in.
Look, if I want in, I can just bust down this door. So you can.
You're my enemy. I will stand against you.
Right now, the enemy's not us. The enemy is a bunch of Raksha who are trying to eat us alive.
We signed a truce, remember? For now, we are not enemies.
The prince kind of grumbles.
I will
I
will roll against you if you want to do this.
No, the prince is like, oh, fine. I'm watching you. I think he's like, I'm watching you. Like he stands he's like gets out of the doorway, but he's like watching your every move, and he has this like weapon, like you do anything.
How would you close that door?
Yeah, and you'll poke me with a stick. Yeah.
He's also an exalted.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a stronger one. I'm sure.
You don't know that.
Close the door because fucking hell.
He closes the door.
Let's see.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just gonna check my charm wishes because I think there is a way I can give someone willpower.
Oh, really? I didn't even know
Yeah.
that. That's cool. That would probably help.
Yeah, actually, I don't think I have enough EXP to get that yet, so
Okay.
I have to wait.
Well, then what's your plan then otherwise? Because you
Uh,
don't necessarily need to give her willpower, but you need to give her something.
yeah.
Hello, I am here to help.
I'm just seeing what I can do here.
Give her a hug. Friendship is whatever it is.
Yeah, friendship.
I'm just like friendship is whatever, just hug her or something. She'll come back to life. It'll be like Pokemon.
It'll be like every
Scarecrow.
episode of MLP. I'm not sure how I watched that show, but it's called
Alright.
subtitles.
Sorry, no.
You know.
You have to realize, like in my head, I'm literally just imagining like you start giving her a hug and she's like like she's screaming and like writhing, like no, get away from me!
Alright.
It doesn't help at all. Like
I can't do
Dude,
anything like.
Give her a hug. No, bear hug.
I'm going to apologize to Mist for like if I've hurt her in any way,
oh wow.
Mm-mm.
and I'm going to use my charm, the one that gives me a like double 9 if I.
To try to apologize and like change your mind to like
Yeah.
not. You're gonna. Well, how do you apologize? Because I think that like what do you say? Like I want a little bit here. Just like
Let me grab something to drink so I can like talk here.
sure. Take your time.
Take all the time of the world.
All right.
So you never know what will happen.
I'm going to mute
sorry.
you, Carl, if you keep singing. All right. Mist, I know this has been a fucked up trip we've been on, and I've only now come to realize that everything that I've thought you done to us is not your fault. Even your marriage to the prince has been
What?
caused because of manipulations by
We're in love.
fuck.
You whore.
I'm trying to have a heartfelt moment here. No.
You like shove your hand over his mouth or something.
Anyway, I just want to say I am sorry for if I've hurt you or if I've done anything to make you think that I'm not your friend. You have been like one of my closest allies for last few months, ever since I've became what I am. And you meant a lot to me, and when I thought you sold me out, it hurt a lot. And I was mad, and I took it out on you. I hope you can someday forgive me. If not, I will understand. But for now, your life is in danger, and I want to protect you. Please let me do so.
And then you give her a hug.
Yes.
Okay.
We both give her hugs.
That's a 2
both
point
give her
stunt
hugs.
for me. I'll give you a 2 point stunt, but instead of you getting the willpower, I'm gonna give it to Mist.
All right.
And then she also gets another one because she rested too, so she's gonna have 2 willpower now.
Let's
We both
see.
give her hugs.
So you get an automatic
do that.
success, plus 2 dice, and double 9s. You said?
Yeah. Yeah, for them. Or I think it's a single double 9.
Yeah. Okay. And then you're gonna have to beat her resolve still.
Yeah, what's her resolve?
And then against this intimacy in particular, it's like, let's see, major, negative, storms, major. So you're gonna need like to be able to pull this off, you'd probably need like 6 successes, something like
Alright.
that. Like to actually get her to really forgive you. You're still gonna give her the willpower either way. Like you're gonna help her,
Mhm.
but for her to actually forgive you, it's gonna require a lot
Yeah. Let me just check my.
because she still really hates you, and like one apology might not be enough.
Yeah. I'm going to boost up my charisma, of course.
Sure.
So.
And then you can I don't want to say add
Is it-
strength because you're hugging, because that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if your stunt, if I could give you anything else. I was gonna say, what's your appearance is still really shit because you're storms, right? So that would be
My appearance is now 2.
okay. So that doesn't help you here.
Wits.
I was gonna say you could add appearance if you want, so you can add 2 more dice. in terms of the excellency if you want.
Okay.
Because you are trying to be like nice to her.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I can add another 4 to my charisma because it's on my things.
Mm-hmm.
8, 9, 10. And what do I roll for my ability for socialize?
It's charisma. You could use like between, let's see here, because you have socialize. I'm trying to check if you have anything that's higher. I think socialize would probably be the only one that you could use. I would say you could use presence here, honestly, because you were kind of making a speech to her. Oh, so you can.
Right, well, my presence is the same, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'll use presence.
You upped your socialize because it says here your presence is 2.
My presence is, or my socialize is also 2.
Oh, because on the roll 20 it's not updated.
Oh. Yes, that's it. All right.
There you go.
I have multiple sheets I need to work with, so I mostly look at my because it's easier to edit.
Can I help?
So 2 then, yeah.
Can I help in any way the roll or?
All right, so
well, you can roll because she still hates you too. So if you want to make your roll, you can do that because that's separate.
For me.
Well, hold on. We still haven't resolved this one yet.
Okay.
All right, so I got 12 dice so far.
Okay. Oh, and you get so you get 1 success automatically already, and then you get the. Did you add the 2 from the stunt?
Yeah, so 14 dice. All right.
Okay, yeah, 14. So yeah, you can roll that.
All right.
Only 2. Yeah, no, you're still like you're gonna help her get off of her feet because you're giving her like inspiration, but she's probably not gonna actually forgive you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of up to Mist, but like really, it's gonna take more than an apology in my mind. Like, it doesn't hurt. Of course, it would help, but I don't think it's enough to she's not going to immediately go from like, because right now, the reason why it's difficult is because she hates you. And you're building that bridge back up, right? But it's not going to, like, this would be, if you had gotten 6, it was like she'd instantly like shown in protagonist, like, okay, we're friends again. It's more like, it's going to take more time. It's not like she won't hate you forever, but it's like, she's not gonna turn around right away, and she's not gonna have this heartfelt like, "Oh yes, we can be friends again." It's like, okay, she might accept your apology. That's up to them. I'm not gonna say that for them, but it's their apology isn't gonna be enough to completely mend your relation. It's very damaged. You're not gonna just immediately change her mind. Now, Sun can roll 2 to try to reverse her opinion of him, but that's going to be just as difficult.
So I need to roll how much?
Well, you have. Let me look at your sheet. You have. It's going to be charisma.
If I was going to threaten you, then it would be easier for me.
Get the fuck up, you bitch!
You bitch! I forgive you.
You're going to love me.
Get off your ass and help us escape.
We need your help. If you don't help us, you're gonna die.
So you have socialized favored. So right now you have 6 dice. Or no, yeah, you have 6 dice. You can put in up to 6 to double your pool. And then I don't know if you have any charms for socialize that you could use.
How much motes do I have?
Oh yeah, now it's the next day, so you'd be full.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could spend. I would suggest you just spend 6 here and then go down to like.
First.
What? Sorry.
Can I do something first though? Say something.
Hello.
In character.
Yeah, he wants.
Oh yeah. You stunt first. Yeah.
You probably already know that I heard your conversation. No surprise there. It's funny, though. Here, I thought you would know better how the Empire would work. So, with one singular person. Of course, there's always one leader, but that leader to work an entire establishment. You can't do this alone. No one can. Came to be. At least that's what I've been told. From what I've seen, it's true. Do things alone. We need people. We need friends, not just tools. Use or discard at first sight. You do not think highly of me. I wasn't searching to be thought of highly. If I wanted to be thought of highly, I would stay back to being smuck in armor. You're lost. I'm here to guide you to a better way. I'm sorry. Perhaps it was all because I was idiotic enough not to see it. Perhaps I could have helped you earlier before all of this started. We're trying to help you all the time. That we were betraying you, would we turned against you. We were always trying to help you. Even when you were being swayed by an unknown force. I'm sorry. How much to get?
I actually wanted to ask, like, Mist and Storms if we want to make that a 3-point, but I'm okay with 2 if they don't agree.
I'd be alright with 3.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I want to know
I
what.
think that was the most emotional like Sun has ever been, and like,
I want to know what Kara thinks, because if that's worth 3, then I'll give him 3.
I wanted to like shout out like I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
I should have been the one to fill your soul with light. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd probably say 3.
Okay, cool. So 3 points.
Then it'd be close to getting a response from her at least.
Okay, so let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, we're at least filling you with willpower here. Like,
Yeah. Power of friendship.
Power of relationships, motherfucker.
I love it's like this. My friends are my power. We're literally doing it.
yeah. We're literally
I
pro power of friendship here.
It's funny because I was at a seminar yesterday.
You start drawing on the
Goes
back of your
about-
hand, and all hope's lost.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is that, so Mist, you're gonna get 2 more points of willpower, so you should be at like 4 now. And then, it's going to be Sun. You get 2 successes automatically and 2 dice.
So, socialize in charisma.
Yeah, socialize a charisma. You had 12, I think, so you'd go up to 14.
Holy shit!
Don't do what I did and nearly botch it.
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
Now remember, you're helping. It's just to the degree of how much she.
Oh.
Can we combine our
1,
successes here?
2,
Like,
Well, no,
3,
that's enough
4,
for
5.
that's enough for him to convince Miss to change her mind
successes.
against him.
What?
Assuming Kara is okay and doesn't like spend, because she can actually, this is kind of stupid, but in theory Mist could spend the willpower she just got to not change her mind about Sun if she wants. But if she doesn't do that, then yeah, she's gonna have to change her mind about Sun, because he's like opening up to her and like actually trying to prove that he's like not a complete, he's admitting he's an idiot, but he's trying to say that he can work with you and like be your ally, and he wants you, he's not trying to say that
It's not going to be overly dramatic, but it's a start.
right. But yeah, so I think so you might not forgive Storms, but you definitely would maybe start to forgive him, and like maybe your mind would change about him a little bit, because he's the one kind of
that's
pushing.
fair. I could like fucking suplex you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
lose your whip.
what? Yeah, this is when we have all the music start playing, and like we see Mist kind of getting up. So like, what's your reaction to Sun like after he finishes his speech? Because you are physically like you are filled with emotion, like again, like you feel better like physically because they're giving you this spirit, like not just in a meta sense, but like in an actual like they're actually empowering you with their words.
So what the music's playing, she sort of sits up and is like, Sun acting serious. And then someone touches the record and it goes, Zzz. It's very, very unbecoming.
Oh, you acting seriously is unbecoming.
Unbecoming.
I was gonna make the joke. Yeah, we're doomed. Hell's frozen over.
I think your husband is like, hey, don't listen to these people. They're tricksters. They will deceive you and cloud your mind.
Oh.
That man is a liar. He does not want to be your friend. He is pure evil, spawned from hell.
I don't know. Is the prince going to roll?
Shit, it would be possible for him to, but I don't think I want him to in this case. But he wouldn't have a high enough dice pool to really make a difference. He would need like 8 successes. I don't think it's worth rolling.
Look, if you want to start making things better between us, go and see that thing.
What thing?
Deal with it. The Raksha.
Oh, that. Of course, I could. Will that make you happy?
Offer to take it off the boat.
Oh, I thought she was talking to the prince.
She's just talking in general.
Oh, okay.
I didn't quite hear what Miss said, truthfully.
Yeah.
Something about the boat?
Oh, yeah, they were
Offer
cutting
to
off.
take off the boat.
I didn't hear the first part again.
Oh, my willpower is being drained again. I said, offer to take it off the boat. Don't make me repeat again.
Oh, I heard that. Like Mist is basically saying, like, we need to get her off the boat.
Can we carry her out, or
No. You need to get Madrix off the boat. Or her. I'm not sure who she's talking about.
I think she means Madrix.
Yeah, that's true. She's talking about, yeah, we need to get Madrix off the boat. That's
I wonder how.
That's gonna be hard. I was just gonna strand her on the boat.
I mean, you could literally
Take
throw
everyone
her off
else
the
off.
boat if you wanted.
Oh yeah, but like it's. I'm sure she's gonna stay in a room, and that's like 3 floors of.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to throw her through like.
She sort of looks at Sun. You idiot. I know you were listening in. Did you not pick up on anything that I said?
I did.
He's the only reason I'm here.
She
I was
needs
gonna
to
leave your
travel
ass
with
with her.
someone and feed off their essence. But she wants off the ship. So it is an easy deal to make with her.
It'll be risky.
I think I got an idea.
Considering what happened.
Risky? Hardly. She'll be much more vulnerable when she's off the ship.
Scarlet's like, I told you so. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well,
You're certain that you want to do this again?
I'll go take care of it then. I'm just gonna walk out the door and like kind of soldier like to
Yeah.
the VIP room.
Never mind then. You're not doing it.
I'm
going to knock on the door.
Okay. Bardic,
I'm going to follow,
Bardic
by the
knock
way.
spell. There's no answer at the time.
I'm going to knock louder.
Nothing.
I'm going to kick the door down.
It's like made of like so. It's like made of the same kind of like material that like it's not. It's like very metallic. So.
Yeah, I know, but I have all these things for breaking shit. So
like kicking it down, you'd actually have to roll hard because it's like made of like steel.
all right, so I can double
Prince
my
and tell
strength.
them, watch out for anything. Don't let anybody else come in.
Okay. He's at this point. He's like, he wants to say like, I don't want to listen to what you're saying. I don't trust you. But he's like, okay.
3, then
Son.
2.
You need to convince her that you need her. So that she won't suspect anything.
All right.
I'll attempt to do that.
Hold on, I'm just grabbing all my charms and shit for this action here.
I walk in.
Sure. I mean, because the door is like magically reinforced, so you can't just like break it down without using magic.
All right. So
Hello.
They don't answer the doors, so she's gonna break it.
yeah. All right. I had 2 dice because I'm in my deadly beastman form.
Rawr. Yeah, you
That's-
just go full on like, okay, kicking the door does not work. I'm gonna.
All right. So
Like-
far, I got 15 dice.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at my charms for breaking shit.
Right.
See. The loser can easily. So I can. See, I can reduce the amount I need by 2.
Right. That's actually relevant because you would need to
And
do that.
then I can gain double 9s.
Right. Okay. On the strength roll.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right. So.
Can you stunt it just a little
spend
bit,
all
like
this-
because you could still get a 2
Oh yeah.
point
So.
melee.
All right. So. I'm basically like going to back up from the door.
Yeah. Like now you're in your you're turning into a bear thing. So you're like.
Well, I've been a
Okay.
bear the entire time because we've been fighting like
Oh.
nonstop
Okay.
since.
You've been still. Okay. Yeah. I remember that now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So like.
Be careful.
I'm
Noah.
basically on all fours. I'm going to rush at the door and like body slam into it, like,
Okay.
and hopefully crash through it, like causing metal to bend. And
Yeah. I got you.
the force of my body is stronger than that of any door.
Sure. Okay. I'll give you 2 dice for that.
All right. Okay. So that's 16. Then I reduce the amount needed by 2, and then double 9. So
Yeah.
sorry, 17 dice.
Okay. 7.
Uh,
And then any 9s? No. So it's just.
yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, okay, so here's where my dilemma comes in. Like, that would actually be enough to break. Like, it says here, like, you'd be able to break through a brick wall. But this is like metal, but it's the closest thing I could find. So I think I'll give it to you here. Because, like,
I was like, is it
Yeah.
like is it like brick walls are thick? Don't forget,
right,
like
right. So
that's
I'm going to say, like, that's good enough. Because, like, 10 was what I was kind of aiming for here. So I was like, yeah, that'll be enough in this case. And even if you don't break through the door, you definitely could, like, you know,
there's a storm-shaped outline.
yeah, like, okay, you might not break through the whole door. Like, yeah, you can't do that, but you like damage it enough that like Sun could probably just pry it open with his arm, so you weaken it enough where he could just like that makes sense to me. Like you can't you can't break through the whole door, but you could definitely weaken it enough that he could open it. And you don't actually need to like roll for that. Sorry, I'm getting a text right now.
All right.
Food is not one of them.
Is there anyone here?
Oh, so in the hallway, no, there's nobody in the hallway.
I'm gonna. Shit, I should have done this earlier, but I'm gonna use my sensory prana. And 5 moments for it. Personal.
What are you doing? Sorry.
Uh,
Oh, I mean, you can hear his footsteps as he's like moving out into the hallway, like he's on his way out, like he's trying to see what's going on. And Madrix is sort of just in her room, like sipping tea, because you can hear it, And he just sort of runs out of his room because he has his own room, and. I mean, you can surprise him if you want because you could block the door basically if you want, or like jump at him because like you hear him coming before he gets out into the hall. So you could like surprise attack him if you want, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, we're not going to attack him.
No, I know. I'm just saying you could.
Yeah.
But he's like running out in the hallway.
Into the hallway.
Well, he has his own room, so he's like opening the door. He's like running out of his room, and he's gonna like move into the hallway. Yeah.
How
Hi.
long is this going to take? Because I might just leave a note.
Oh no, I mean he's like running, so you can hear him like
Yeah.
moving at the door now, like trying to open
Alright.
it.
Yeah.
And he like kind of runs
like-
out.
Yeah, I'm just calmly waiting now. Like,
Yeah, he runs out and he sees both of you. He's like,
Hi.
he like reaches for his weapon.
there's no need for that. I'm just here for a message.
I don't want any messages.
It's not for you. It's for your boss. Tell her I'm willing to meet with her for. I know she needs someone, so I'm gonna meet with her on the deck of the ship.
She doesn't want to meet with you.
Well, then she'll meet with Sun.
Then with whom?
He like after you say that, he moves over to the other door where Mandrix is. And son, you can hear their conversation because he kind of holds the door open. And normally, you know, like Storms can't hear it, but you can hear because like you turn on your thing. So, he's like whispering to her, like, "Oh yes, the son, he wants to meet with you." She's like, "Oh, well, we haven't had a chance to really talk. That's exactly what I wanted. Good, good. Okay, we'll meet. Where does he want to meet? The deck, I think they said. Yes. Right now?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, okay. I can get ready. You can hear like the clink of her cup kind of coming down. Oh, this is going to be so fun. Here, help me pick something out. Princess, I don't. Here, okay. And she like pulls him in, and the door shuts. No, no, no. And like you can still hear them talk, and she's just like, "Oh no, no, no. I think I'll look better in this dress." Here,
Sun, go up. Go
it's
past.
okay.
Tell him to turn off the shields.
What?
Go up and tell him to turn off the shield.
Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
remember there was a force field that I
There's
turned
a
on.
force field around the ship, so she wants you to like turn it off.
Me?
Yes, you're the fastest one, so, and I don't trust her like
Oh.
with you alone right now.
All right. I go do that.
And you need to
Okay.
be on the deck anyway, so.
Yeah, so you run up to the deck, you tell Topaz turn off the shield, he turns off the shield. And I think at that, like, I think Storms, you'd be kind of like stalling for time. So, like, you know, Princess is like, she gets, and she's wearing like this, you know, she's wearing like it's not like an evening dress, but she's wearing like, you know, like she's wearing like a fancy like outfit. It's like a dress, like she's trying to look good. Like she's going on a date or something.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What
Roll your thing. Do it.
am I rolling?
Your willpower. There's 5 dice.
Oh, okay.
Hackman came over.
So,
Police.
What do you
Let's-
think? You're hot. Okay, good.
all right, let's see if I think she's hot.
She has 6th appearance, so like. No,
Uh,
no, no.
Yeah.
No, you can definitely be like, hey, fuck you, bitch.
That dress doesn't match your eyes.
Oh, you're right. But I don't have time to change it. She like kind of moves past you. Like shoves you out. Like she almost shoves you out of the way. Like she's like, oh, please. She like shoves you out of the way, and she like goes up to the deck.
I will.
And one thing that you notice actually that's a little weird is that she looks a little older. Like she looks a little taller. Like she was like, you know, like she looked like she was like, you know, like I think like, you know, 12 or 14 when you
Mhm.
like before, but now she looks like she's like maybe 16 or 17. Like she looks a little taller and her body's a little more like developed and such. She looks more like she's actually aged a little bit.
Yeah, she looks like she did in Heart of the Mountain more.
Yeah, well, no,
With
because
that-
at that point she was like an adult. But
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, closer.
yeah, closer. Yes.
So that gives me an idea of like what's gonna happen next time we find her.
Right.
We have to kill her other bodyguard, and then like, or she has to eat her other bodyguard.
Want to just like drag this whole thing? I can do it. Okay, good.
All right, to the deck.
I'm trying to drag all of it.
I was just sitting there sipping tea.
Do you want to meet her in like the Do you want to meet in like the dining area or just like the
I
rest?
think we were gonna do it like fucking Titanic style, like.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just like having like.
Well, I mean, there is
like
a restaurant,
right,
but if you want to,
I just go into that and I'm like, oh.
Well, our
here's a-
plan is to throw her
She
off
said.
the boat. So I thought like the
but,
closest.
but she wants to go inside.
Tea nice.
Okay, fine.
The birds are chirping.
Well, there's a
Isn't it
balcony. Like
nice?
you can stand on the balcony in the restaurant because it's like a thing.
Much more fresh.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna move you to the actual top of the ship. There.
Release is jealous.
Where's Mist when this is happening? By the way, is she just like staying in her room, or are you gonna like follow them? Like,
She's in her room.
okay, you don't want to get involved with her ever again. I don't blame you.
Oh, she's still probably feeling out of sorts.
Yeah. Okay. So like she kind of sits with
They should probably face palm if she knew
you
their
can
plan.
you can see her family, like you can see Sun's family like watching from inside of the captain's quarters, like and Sun, you can hear your family like talking, like gossiping about this. Are they dating? What is going on? Too totally young for that.
you can see like
Are
freaking
really engaged? Like they're, you know. Yeah,
Well, he's
Oh,
looking
I
to
didn't
see.
even
He's
know
like,
Sun likes them young.
what the hell is he doing?
Oh, no. You can see his little pinky, like, no. Pretty much like, no. What is wrong with you guys?
Oh, this is just gonna be awkward when Storms comes and throws her off the boat because it's like, oh, I didn't know she was into Sun too. Like,
so she kind of takes a seat and she's like, I've had a rough few days, but I'm happy that you wish to keep me company.
You seem a bit different. Did you change your hair or something?
I sort of absorbed one of my best friends into my body. He's kind of a bit hard to control, but I think
Oh. Oh.
she kind of like, you see her face kind of twist a little bit, but then she kind of just returns to normal, like, sorry, it happens. I'll deal with it. Just happy place.
He's like, just like, he's like keeping this like big. He's like keeping this like normal smile, like, oh, just standing over inside, like
She starts
"You're
like,
fucked
I'm
up."
in she gets like the
You're-
thing with liquid where she's like turning into him.
It's just fine.
let's see. I'm roll stealth that way. Like, if she doesn't.
You know, I think maybe what I need to do is I need to kill the other one. Then they'll sort of their personalities will balance out. That'll fix everything. I mean, sure, I'll have 3 people in my head, but it'll the math will 3 minus 1 is, you understand, right?
I would say that's rather inaccurate, my dear. To be seen again won't help you.
Oh.
has experienced the first-hand effects of someone taking someone else's life for the sake of being.
Yeah, you would need to roll stealth. Yes, sorry.
Can I use this charm?
Predator silence maneuver. That sounds so fucking cool.
Mhm.
Lunar. Sorry, I had to read it. Lunar may prevent up to Essence 3 targets from detecting them through mundane. Oh yeah, no, that'll automatically cloak you. Yes, you're good.
Yeah.
As long as you pay for that.
All right. So I knew having that stealth charm would help one day.
Yeah, I mean, because she's not gonna know like through abnormal means. She's probably would just have to hear you, and then also she's not strong enough to automatically ignore your presence. So,
okay.
But the thing is that it says if you join battle while concealed from any of those targets when the charm is active, it ends, but the lunar adds dexterity to the join battle result. So you're still gonna need to surprise attack them, but you'll get a bonus. Anyway, so you can continue. So she's having this conversation with Sun, and she's anyway, yes, I did want to ask you something.
Oh.
Yes, this was like her. Yeah, she's doing that weird thing that the Joker does with her tongue, but it's like she's pulling it all the way out of her mouth. That she just like when she's talking, she's like, yes, well, I did actually need to find something out about you. It was eating away at me. Well, while I was eating away at him, you know that.
Of course.
I just had to know what sort of person you were.
Oh.
We didn't get.
I assume that me and Sun set up a signal to be like, hey,
yeah,
attack now.
I have not had enough time to get to know.
I'm drinking tea and making signals with my like other hand of that's under the table, or making binary code or what. Making underhanded signals that's like spy signals, pretty much.
Yeah. You heard the little middle finger in the under the table, like.
Okay.
She's fucked up, bro.
I realize now at this point that she doesn't have enough willpower to actually do what she wanted. So, this is putting her in quite a pickle. Well, I mean, she might have gotten. So she might need to actually drain from you first to do this, but she can't do that without grabbing you. But I don't think she would just randomly decide, oh, I'm gonna jump at him. So she's just kind of sitting there. She's like,
I mean, not that I want to help, but I would have thought she would have gotten willpower back from eating.
No. That's what I'm saying. But she'd need one more. So
okay.
So she'd need to get that from him, but she can't do that right now, obviously. Oh well, she rested also. That's true. Okay,
it has been a day.
Yeah, she's good then.
We get our willpower back, right, from that.
Yeah, you guys would also get one willpower back.
Okay, cool.
While we're at it, I just need to. So I'm marking that off right away, and then she's spending motes to do this action.
Actually, we waited a day. I'm healed one.
Oh yeah, you're healed one. Yes.
Yes.
This is probably the last action she's going to get to take, but I am curious to see what the actual answer is. So I want to know. It's manipulation performance. The difficulty is equal to your essence is 2 right now, right? For Sun?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then she's going to boost it, obviously. Well, no, she doesn't need to boost this. Manipulation, presence. Or no, what was it?
The books are rather pretty, aren't they?
Oh, performance. Okay.
Singing or something.
Manipulation. Oh yeah, okay, no, she's good. It isn't gonna harm you. It's more just it's not bad. 11. I'll just have her roll 11. We'll see how she does. If she doesn't get 2 successes on 11 dice, I'm gonna be really surprised. Yeah, that's good enough. Essentially, what this does is she's basically forcing you to reveal an intimacy. So she actually wants to know like what your motivation is. And
My
this is kind of
motivation
because
or one of my intimacy.
well, she wants to know like what makes you tick, and that's sort of what she's asking. She's like, "What makes you tick?" I just have to know. And it's basically you're just compelled to actually just force out an answer, even if it because the idea is it doesn't actually need to like naturally make sense like what you say, but you're revealing like your innermost whatever.
I want to say, well, what makes me tick is a clock, and the clock work sort of makes me want to prove that I can do rather great things. Though people tend to believe that I am rather lower, I want to make them believe that I am higher in a position of sorts. Like I'm like rewording it in a way.
Yeah.
Like
No.
not
Yeah.
to like
I understand.
sort of a way. Sort of like not what it is, but sort of like to
yeah.
make it still big, but
right.
So what? Oh, okay.
She kind of tapping her foot and she's still like jittery. Like she looks like she's on coffee, even though she's like drinking tea, and she's just like, yes, that's very noble of you. Oh well, you're not a noble anymore, are you? That's
moving a lot. Is that because you eaten someone alive?
It's difficult. I won't deny it. Maybe it was a mistake, but why? Who? What? When?
Why? It's the letter that you know.
yes.
It's just like
no, it's like weird. She's like, why? It's a letter, and she says yes because yes begins with why.
You understand basic. What do you call it again?
Storms, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for the signal, like, so I can cunt punch her.
Okay, cool. She kind of.
I think I'm like gonna like sneak up, like, kind of slither under her, like a snake.
Yeah, I got you. Meanwhile, you know, son, she's telling you, she's like, well, you want to be great. Well, that's not.
We don't have wells around here, by the way.
You're right. That wouldn't make sense. We're on a boat. right, yes.
Well, and I'm telling you, we don't have a well.
yes, you're quite right.
I'm like, Storms is just kind of doing the get on with it motion, like.
Well, anyway, what I mean to say is that I could certainly do something of that sort. Make you very great indeed.
Oh, is that so? I'm like signaling, like get closer.
All right, I'm gonna.
I'm getting. Oh wait, where are you actually?
I think I'm like. Well, with my charm, I think I'm pretty much behind her, like now.
Yeah. I'm still gonna have her. Well, wait. So does Sun have? Well, Sun has one willpower, right?
What?
You have one willpower left, right? Like, or how much willpower do you have? I don't remember.
Actually, let me check. I lost like 3.
Well, I know you at least had got one, but yeah, you have like more than right. Okay. I mean, because I'm realizing that like even if she did try to like brainwash you, it wouldn't work because you have enough willpower to fight against it anyway. So there'd be no. I'm gonna say like she attempts to do that, but obviously I'm not even gonna make you spend willpower to resist it. But like obviously she's going to attempt to like seduce you into this. Not like that.
And as soon as she does, I think that's the moment when I'm going to like.
And she does the whole like fucking snake, like from fucking not Lion King, Jungle Book, where she's trying to like mesmerize you, and then Sun just starts giving the signal like, help, I can't focus, fucking can't stop me.
Actually, I was thinking like oh, can you make you cry? And he just like sips the lastly, puts on saying, no thanks. And just then it's the signal like go ahead, throw her over.
All right. Sneak attack into grab.
Like
Okay, go ahead. Her defense is 0, so
throw her over.
All
so
right.
Over the railing.
you automatically hit. You just need to roll a lot to throw her at this.
I'm going to up my strength for the
Sure.
damage. Let me.
Yeah.
All right, so I automatically hit. So
Yeah. And then you get plus your dexterity automatically to the attack as well.
okay, so 5.
In this case, I'll let you add it to the damage just directly because I want to be nice.
So that's 13 because I'm going for a haymaker.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Okay, and let's see here. I'm going to bump my strength up to 5.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just checking the rules on this real quick for throwing.
Well, I'm pretty sure I need to do a what's the thing?
Sorry.
I think it needs to be decisive, but I'm going to like hit her, then do my combo.
Oh,
From
okay.
The one I got
because you would
from
need
a bear. So instead of
yeah, you would
getting
need to
an
roll
initiative for
first,
this attack,
right? Is that what you're saying?
I need to. No, I'm just saying like instead of gaining initiative, I'm like going into a grapple that I can use to throw her.
Oh well, you don't need to do that because I'm just saying you can just grab her.
All
Because
right.
you auto hit, so you don't need to roll to grapple her because you already succeeded. You're rolling to throw her basically.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
So do I?
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Don't I use initiative to throw her?
I mean, that's what I'm looking up right now.
'Cause I think it's a decisive.
Yeah, because it is decisive. Basically, yeah, you would still roll initiative, but you would get your dex as a bonus.
All right. So, did I get that charm that uses my?
Yeah, and it says here with a decisive attack, you don't need to roll to hit. You just apply damage directly
All right.
for the throwing. And then I'll give you a bonus to the damage as well because of the surprise attack.
Mhm.
Normally you would get no benefit. So, well, actually, no, that's what the dex is. So never mind. You do get the benefit of that. Yeah.
So, let's see. Where's my initiative? It was 5, right?
Yeah, it's
Join battle.
plus awareness plus your dex.
Yeah, okay. So 5, then.
Keep in mind you can still boost your dex too. So if you want to increase that number.
Well, I can boost my width.
True. You can boost both of them.
Sure, I'll do that. That way I have more initiative and.
Yeah, more damage, obviously.
Yeah. All right, so 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 dice for join battle.
Okay, go ahead. It says 6 here, and is there anything else?
Yeah. My dice are not liking me today. It
That
seems
is very bad. Yeah, you got a bunch of ones there. At least it's not old world though. You would have gotten 2. That's why I hate old world. Is that weird negative no ones rule. Anyway, so that's gonna be 9. But you also get what I am gonna do here is I'm rereading this. It says you get extra damage based on how much you would have hit.
Okay.
So you would roll to grapple her, and then the extra the remainder is actually important because you get bonus damage.
Right, so Let me roll what I would have for the grapple.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it is kind of relevant here. And then she gets to roll, but she gets like 2 dice
Yeah.
because she can't
All right.
fight.
So I think that's 15 dice for the grapple because.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god, these fucking dice.
How much did you get?
I've got 4 successes.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
I know. It's just like I'm rolling all these fucking dice and I'm just barely getting by.
See if she cancels out. No, she doesn't cancel any of them. So that means that you're doing basically what that means. You got 4, you said. So basically what that means is you're adding you roll 8 more dice for the damage.
All right.
That's why I was saying it matters here.
That's 7 successes. There we
Okay.
go. That's fucking better.
7 successes. Oh yeah, I don't think 10s count for. Well, we'll get there.
Okay, so then
that's
5 successes.
Yeah, and then the other one didn't have 10s, right?
Yeah. Well, it
So
had
that's
one
like
10.
Yeah, so that's like 10 in total still, right? That's like still 10 damage,
yes,
right?
I believe so.
Okay, I'm just double checking this. It's one per turn. Okay, so sorry, you have to re-roll that. It's only 1 for decisive. I was misreading it wrong.
All right.
So instead of rolling 8, you would roll a 4 extra dice. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. No
So
problem.
you just re-roll. Very sorry about that. That's good. Okay, you didn't lose that much. So you end up with
Okay.
by that math, you end up with 9, I think.
All right.
Right? Decisive. If the opponent is left prone, the slam maneuver can only benefit from up to strength control of turns 4. Well, you already forfeited more than your strength. Decisive slams normally inflict bashing damage, but can inflict lethal if the impact point is deadly, such as into a bonfire on spike. Okay, yeah. So that's going to be 9 to her. I'm going to check to see if that actually would kill her. She could. No, she used her will. So here's the trick. She used her willpower to try to fuck with Sun. So now she doesn't have willpower to negate the damage.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
And then, okay, so I want you to know this, by the way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You needed 4. How many do you get again?
Let's see.
Because you got 9.
Yeah.
I just want you to be aware of that. So you only needed 4. So because I have an idea for this. But basically what happens is you can describe. I want you to describe how you throw her, and then I'll tell you what happens.
All right. Well, basically, like, while she's distracted,
it is like a Team Rocket thing, though. You're like throwing her into the stratosphere, basically.
So, like, while she's distracted, I like kind of go like throw my sneak up behind her, throw my fist under her like legs, punch up to her cunt, and then like basically like break the chair and like throw her into the air.
Oh shit!
I might have fisted her accidentally, but you did get it. Like now, I'm gonna imagine like in the future. That's why she's so like she tortures people is because you like totally made her infertile for the rest of her life. Oh God! I'm never gonna have kids. I'll make sure nobody's ever happy ever again.
Not children, no. No, I'm gonna torture people. Oh, okay.
Anyway, so you blast her into the sky, right?
Yes.
And you blast her so hard into the sky that the sky literally like starts to break and like crack, and she like falls into the sky. Like literally, you punch her so hard the
We
sky like
shared the skies, if you will.
actually breaks, and like she
I was gonna
flies
say that
into
you
the,
ninjaed me.
yeah, she like flies into the crack and like she disappears.
So pretty much, she got punched like the fucking scene from fucking Hero Academia.
Yeah, exactly. Like no fucking Nomu. You just like blasted her into the sky, and then the sky broke, and she fell into the sky.
Don't lose your way, or like freaking One Punch Man, where Saitama just gets thrown by Lord Boros into the fucking moon.
Yeah.
Except one of them, well, you know.
I'm kind of like, I hope that that doesn't cause anything bad to happen.
Yeah, you see.
Something bad will happen. Not to us though. To somebody else in the future.
If anyone asks, I didn't break the sky.
Meanwhile, in the future,
In World of Darkness, she would be pissed and would be torturing people and be looking for someone that looks like freaking Sapphire Stone for revenge.
I kind of realized that like I can't think of anybody in that campaign who is like Storms at all. Personally.
That's a good question. Like, I don't.
But like I said, there's still an in-between period.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
And we also don't know if like Storms is still alive or not. And
She could be. We don't know.
She becomes a god like the other character. I don't know.
I mean, I think werewolf is the closest thing to lunars.
No, they're not close at all. I'm serious.
Okay.
They aren't really even comparable.
Yeah. I just thought that was like the quote unquote canon. Like
they are, but like it's the weird thing that like lunars are better than werewolves. So like that's why I say it's hard to compare them because lunars are just they do everything werewolves do and better.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I clearly have a bias.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like werewolves.
Sorry, what?
This is all. I could get off topic. I don't want to get off topic. We'll talk about that later. For now though, yeah, you broke Princess into nowhere, and
now she won't have children.
I know. Like, what the fuck are you high? Like, but this is actually what I thought would happen. I'm like, yeah. How do I seal her away? Okay, let's just you break the sky. Sure, let's go with that because it's actually described in the fiction, like that can happen. Like you can hold up the sky or like you can hold mountains. Like, it's like fucking wuxia. Like we don't need to apply like logic to this shit. Like after watching that Monkey King video, I'm like, you know what? I can start doing weird shit like that if I think it makes sense. Because this is a fantasy game.
Oh, I'm just telling Morgie I broke the sky.
You shattered the skies.
Mm-hmm.
You what?
How the fuck did you do that?
Anyway, what
we have some shattered skies, guys.
So what did you guys want to do now?
I guess I will I'm just like, okay, we got that one. What about the bodyguard? Is she gonna like
Oh yeah, what's gonna happen to him? I wonder. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Never, because he fucking jumped.
Well,
and he
that's
said,
actually
nope, and he jumped off.
What do you want to do with him? Like, because he's still there.
I mean, if he's going to be like loyal to her, I'm just gonna say, hey, she's off the ship. You should either help her or fuck her.
I think he literally says to you, he's like, the latter sounds more reasonable.
Excellent. And you're not going to do anything stupid, are you? Like try to attack us?
I don't know if you've seen her recently.
Yeah, she seemed fucking off her rocker.
I think someone needs to keep her in check.
Yep. Well, that someone's not me. She is off the ship.
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear what you said. You cut out.
Oh yeah, he's like, no, don't worry, I can handle that.
All right. Well, you're probably gonna want to go find her then, if you're gonna do that.
Sometime. Not
Think
sure
she's
how long, but sometime.
wedged in the sky or like miles behind the ship by now.
Yeah, I think he like walks past you. He's like, I can handle it.
All right.
I'll
Then
go
I'm
right
going
now.
to knock on Miss door and say like,
And yeah, actually, so like what you see actually before he like goes away, like so he like jumps off the ship, but you see him like split into like he does that thing that you were gonna do like with the lunar thing, and like he splits into like 50 different or not 50,
oh
but,
yeah.
like he like turns into a bunch of hymns and then like jumps around like looking for her.
What?
All right. So okay, he's off the ship now.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to knock on Miss door and say, I took care of all the roaches.
Like the mosquitoes. They will bring malaria into our bodies.
Missed.
Sickening. Malaria is the same, but
Where'd Kara go?
I'm like, don't make me break down this door too.
Did you fall asleep again?
I mean, I wouldn't blame
What?
him.
Have we docked already?
No, I'm just saying that we are Bay folk free now.
Mosquitoes. That will cause malaria.
And through the door storms in here. You didn't throw her, did you?
Maybe.
Also, I broke the sky. Sorry.
Look, if you see the sky is broken, it is not my fault. That's all I gotta say. Do 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 do.
Do.
You. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, have a good sleep or whatever. I'll get you when we dock. If you
Made her fertile. She might be pissed in the future, but that's not a problem though, because in the future she's gonna be killing people or torturing them.
problem.
But that's in the other game.
Yeah.
That's in
I mean,
World
technically,
of
her whole
Darkness. We're
race
not
is
in World of
already
Darkness.
infertile, but I feel like you made it worse.
You can't
She just
reproduce
has a
anymore.
paw-like shaped like mark in her womb, like basically.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh God! What the fuck?
I mean, she could heal from that.
I'm kind of just curious of what like everyone
What the
else on the ship is like thinking, like if they saw this, like
Oh, you mean like Scarlet?
yeah, like then the mom because I think they were watching this, right?
Yeah, they were watching it, and so I think Scarlet comes out and like looks at you, and she's like, uh, uh, mm, uh, uh, um, my mother said that I should apologize for calling you a monster. I didn't mean it. If
I'm just gonna put a like soft like pat on her shoulder. It's all right.
He like jumps back.
Jesus, Scarlet, you almost gave me a heart attack.
She like jumps backward, like, oh god.
Are you okay? What happened?
Look, I can control my strength.
Oh, okay. She like she's like shaking.
Scared of the whole. Like that was terrifying. I must admit, but necessary.
Anyway,
Also a bit unnecessary as well. At the same time, I don't know why
Son's
you
mom is just like
did it the way you did.
was literally the second coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
thank you. I thought so too. What was the first
It was
coolest
cool.
thing on your life?
Well, I mean, you'll have to ask Awesome about that.
I'd like to read intentions.
Yeah, sure. Go
That's
ahead.
not a little. Let's see here. That's charisma and socialize, I think. So 5 dice. Wait, is it perception or charisma?
It's perception, socialize.
All right, so that's still 5 dice. So then I can't boost it. So, oh, 4 successes.
Yeah, that's good enough. No, she actually means that like he's done some really cool like solar type shit.
Okay.
Like you guys haven't
there
actually
was-
seen him. Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
haven't actually seen him like do shit at his like full strength yet. So
If I see him again, I will be sure to ask him.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so I guess everyone can
I think
relax now
actually,
until.
like, hey, wait, you again?
What?
You mean see him again? What do you mean see him again?
Well, we've met him. He was Sun's teacher.
You
Or
met
Azure
him.
teacher.
You know where he is?
Yeah, I'm gonna give the direction to. It was by the junk city, right?
Yeah.
On Dagobah.
Hey, that's not far from here, is it? No, we could get there.
Yeah, a month travel by foot.
That's not bad. I've done worse.
That would take a lot.
Anyway, I just wanted to have her say that because, like, yeah, I don't think she specifically knew like where he was. Anyway, moving on. You guys have like 2 days, something like that.
Yeah, I got 2 more health back.
Yeah, or you get 1 because lethal.
Now I bought the charm.
Oh right,
feel
okay, so
faster.
yeah, that's true. And then everybody else,
fast, motherfucker.
if you guys have lethal, then you'd heal 1.
Okay, let me check that off. I guess.
Yeah.
The 0-1 thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I took 4 lethal in 1 day. I'm not fucking like.
Yeah, but is there anything you guys want to do in that like time before you dock? Like,
I
you have a whole
talked to
fucking.
most.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying because like I'm kind of just imagining like the montage, the last few bits of it, but it's like you know, you guys are on like a cruise ship, like,
Yeah.
and now there are no more monsters, so it's actually like a cruise.
What's the actual fun things to do on the ship then? Like, because
I mean, assuming the crew is probably going to be okay with helping you out.
Yeah.
But there's, they have like they have like games, like casino games. They have like, food, everything's like set up.
We need the pool episode, guys.
I forgot to mention the one thing that you guys didn't find on the ship, because I think most of the, like, you'd be able to get the key from Madrix. The last thing that you guys actually find on the ship is there in the cargo deck, like where Storms you weren't really allowed to go. There are a bunch of like naked, chained up people like screaming for help.
Oh, okay. Well,
cages
yeah,
and
we're probably gonna like find that and then like free those people because
yeah, because she's keeping like fucking battery people like in the fucking cargo hold, like to feed off them.
Okay.
So you'd let them go. I never actually
free them, and then
I never actually got to show you that, so I wanted to point that out.
Holy shit! Like we both go there, like holy shit!
Is the VIP rooms like worth looting?
What? Sorry.
Is there anything in the VIP rooms worth looting?
I mean, there's nothing that you could really loot in the room.
All right.
That you could like, because the room is malleable, so it's kind of weird.
I just wanted to make sure like she didn't have any like magical shit or anything like that.
I mean, she is magical shit.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Technically, like, actually, the only thing that you really notice that's like weird about the room now is there's something wrong with the tea set, like, because she made it so that it was perfect, and now it's all like, and the tea isn't in the right place. All the cups are wrong. But besides that, there's really nothing magical about the room.
All right.
I'm just imagining like the
because she was the one making everything magic.
Yeah.
We were off the ship, so.
I'm just imagining like the cups are upside down and they're like upside down structurally, and then you have to sip it up from like the bottom. Like
it's like that fucking Mary Poppins thing where they're having to like tea up on the roof.
Yeah, basically.
So
imagine like the teacup. It's now like upside down, like in the sign.
Yeah.
Like, instead of being from the.
It's literally reversed.
No, like it's from. Like the hole's on the bottom, and you have to drink from that small little hole. That isn't very well done.
Drink from the
but
hole.
It like, and instead of like burning your mouth, it like freezes your mouth, or like burns you with ice.
Anyway, the only thing I can think of that I wanted to do like is maybe talk to the prince about who Hired Sword is, and maybe help find a new name that go by.
Oh, yeah, I don't really think he would help you with that.
Oh, well, fuck him then. And I'm just going to play poker for like the 2 days. With people. Try to win some money.
You were Hired Sword. Your real name is Sapphire Storms. And the new one, okay.
Oh, how about Skybreaker now?
That works.
Break Sky. Skybreak. Cloudbreaker.
Oh!
Skyfall.
God killer.
God killer. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Box cutter. Star killer.
Sky killer. Fake killer. Star killer.
Anyway,
is anyone going to join me in like in poker or blackjack? Whatever.
I mean, everyone can do that at some point, but I think like the key thing
Star Destroyer
is going
Death Star,
getting up to the point where getting up to the point where you guys dock the ship, and then everybody like you have to decide how you're gonna let everybody go. Like you're
Electric Boogaloo.
Like we already know you're
No, that's not nice.
you're gonna like ride off to eBay, but then the question.
Yeah, well, now that there's like more people and such, so I'm kind of like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to like, get a cart and like drag people. Like,
Oh, so you're gonna take everyone?
well, I mean, I don't know if they have anywhere to go, so like,
Well, the agreement was that you would all go to Jibei.
yeah,
That was part of the peace deal. So like,
yeah, I know, I'm just like talking about the slaves and say, like, also like,
I mean, like they
One-
you can just bring them back to the town because there's a port town. You could just bring
okay,
them
so I'll just
back
go
there.
back to the town then, and
Once
Thundercloud.
Miss was feeling a little better, she'd probably resume her training.
Sure. You
I was
continue your
just
training.
curious.
Did you
What
have
do you
any
think of
more?
Thundercloud?
Did you have any more XP to spend for like training stuff? Because now you just get stuff immediately. So
I was gonna say Storm could probably
Hmm.
join in now, like, if they're like,
Scarlet doesn't want to train with you, but if you
Oh,
said you wanted
fine,
to
I'll
help,
train with Topaz. Fuck you then.
Bitch, I got somebody to train with. The one you rejected.
okay. So for the record, by horse it would take you about like 9 days to get to Jibei.
All right, that's slightly better than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Does it also apply because I'm a god horse?
Yeah.
Okay. I also have the thingy where I can boundless endurance.
Right. That would just make it so you don't get tired.
Yeah. Okay. So like, I thought that would help because it's like, oh well,
Well,
if I
it's
don't
not
get
like
tired, then like
you're
that.
not necessarily in a time constraint rush or anything like that, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, I want to get my fucking sword, man.
Right,
I don't
I
know
get
my
it.
sword's gone. Like,
I'm just saying it's 9 days.
yeah, I know.
So
Well,
Alright.
let's see. While training with fucking Scarlet, she's gonna there. She's gonna spend 2 XP to boost the athletics.
okay. Isn't it like 3? Because you or is it?
Like, so it's like, what
Oh,
about
it's-
No.
Thundercloud?
Oh, it's
It was 3 to
Right.
start with, but
right,
non-cast
right,
fa-
right. Okay,
favorite is 2 times the current rating. So it was
Right.
3 to get
So-
it to 1, but now it's at
Right.
1. It's 2 times 1, which is just 2.
right. Makes sense.
I didn't know that Morgie was in the room.
Well, they left.
And
Yeah.
then I'd spend
they?
another 4 to get it up to 3.
Oh.
Sure.
So, yeah.
My athletic is no longer gonna be shit. I can actually make rolls now.
I might actually
Let's see.
start to get martial arts. That way I can.
Wrestle, yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
And
The only thing
then
is,
she's
you-
going to spend
in order to do that, you
another
need to
12.
find the. Oh God,
She's going to spend another
I don't want
12
to put
to
this thought
boost
in your
the
head
dexterity.
now. I can't do it. I can't tell you. No, okay, fine. I have to. You have to find a teacher. No,
You need a teacher.
no,
No.
no. I can't.
Are we gonna have a man festival?
No, no.
Wait, what are you referencing?
Oh, Shadow Hearts
No, do
Covenant.
not show him.
Okay.
That scarred me for life. Still stuck in my head.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Maybe I'll have to make it a woman, then it'll work.
Here, I will. I'm going to post this in.
Okay, fine.
This sin.
Mind
Oh,
you that this is like the end of a side quest thing, so like there is some context needed.
Oh my gosh.
I see. It's the one that Kara posted from the guy. It's like that's missed.
Anyway,
Me.
anyway, yeah. So you can't train martial arts until you find a teacher.
All right.
Unfortunately, I'm very sorry. The reason why Sun was able to do it is because he already had one.
Oh God.
I'm sure no one here is gonna teach me.
Well, no
Oh,
one,
God.
no one in the party knows wrestling, so
Yeah.
you'll have to find a wrestling guy or girl or whatever.
Mm-hmm. All right, then I will just.
Besides that, yeah, you're just gonna ride to Jibei.
What the fuck am I listening to?
Hello.
I'm sorry. What did you think of Thundercloud? You still haven't answered.
Oh, Thundercloud
I'm like saying Thundercloud. Yes.
for my name.
Like sounds like for like your new cover up name. I was like, how about Thundercloud? Like,
I don't know. I kind of like Skybreaker.
What about Thunderbreaker?
oh, there you. Thunderstrike.
I don't know. Like Thunder has a like
Sky Striker.
Sky Striker work. Spend the entire.
Thunderstriker.
Sky Striker sounds weird if you're not like an aerial person, though.
I guess that's true. I'm just imagining this is an in-character conversation. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck,
The next thing that came into my head was Thunder Bear.
that could work.
Thunder Bear.
I'm thinking like fucking Tiger Mask. It's like fucking Thunder Bear or whatever.
Thunder Bear.
Or Bear Thunder or whatever.
Thunder Horse.
Thunder Bear sounds all right.
Oh, cool. I
Thunder
was
Horse
kind of
is
joking.
actually.
Yeah, that works.
Thunder Horse is the Warrior song.
I was gonna make a joke because the whole point is like, so do you want to go to Jibei because you're the horse? So it's not like the horse takes you to because you have to get them there. So like,
yeah. All right, so I take it we find a cart for like soldiers and such.
Yeah,
right?
I mean she's in the military, so she can just be like, okay, I need like a transport. Okay, good, we're good to go.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to spend my motes and turn into a bear and.
You mean a horse?
Thunder Horse.
Oh, and well, Lightning doesn't need to really ride on top of you, but I think she'd be the one, you know, with.
Well, she can ride me anytime.
No, but like she's the one with the reins, is what I'm trying to say. So like she's actually controlling the vehicle.
I think she has charms for like riding. I hope.
Yeah,
because that is her favorite.
Actually, let me check if she has one that could make you go even faster.
Yeah, go fast.
Before I end the session. Well, because I want to explain why I'm ending it here is because the next session was going to be Desert Wind, like meeting up with you guys before you get to Jibei. So, Argy's character.
Yeah.
You forgot they existed.
I found
she left to go after Morgie and Kara.
And you haven't seen her since.
Yeah.
She disappeared for like. She like disappeared for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song I've ever seen.
Yeah, it says here, flashing thunderbolt steed. Can run at full speed for an hour without being fatigued, gains automatic successes in all movement actions, while the charm may use excellence like monkey leap technique while mounted, allowing her mount to keep footing on worse terrain.
Nice.
Is there anything else she can do? That allows the Exalted to reflexively disengage when mounted. Let's see, there's Wind Racing Essence Infusion. Draws the essence of the world, drawing herself towards her destination. The charm lasts 1 hour. but the motes are not committed. If the prerequisite action is active, it costs only 2 motes. Willpower, blah blah blah. It adds essence in each interval of a race. 2 points of initiative rolled. Outside of combat, the Sora can travel in narrative time. A distance that would take around an hour to cover can be cleared in 10 minutes. What would take a day would be covered in a handful of hours.
Okay,
What
wow.
a week can be covered in a single day. So, yeah, you're gonna get there like tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Lightning.
I think that way that works is like she literally like turns the entire thing into like this lightning bolt, like, and you all like move like really fast through the.
I go fast.
Through the field. Like you all get like turned in. You all like get turned into like not like wave part. It's not like she's teleporting you, but like she literally is just like making the whole. She's making you into like a lightning bolt, and then you just like shoot everyone like. And it's like surrounded by energy, and like you all fly towards the city, and then you would like see while she's doing this like the black like city like covered in like corrupted essence and like zombies all around and all this shit.
What?
I'm just like, this is not my fault. This is not my fault. This is not my fault.
And I think that's and I think that's when like the she would stop like whoa. And she like pull on the reins, go like, whoa, and then it would all dissipate. And then I think that's when Desert would probably meet up with you, like before you actually enter the city or get near it. Like you guys are in the distance, and you could see like, whoa, what the fuck happened? And I think this is Mist. Actually, because Mist would know, so I want them to make a roll because they would know what this shit is. So at least, like, if nothing
so what
else,
am I rolling?
It's gonna be basically intelligence plus lore, and then I'll give you 2 dice just automatically because this is like part of your background, like you would know
So
from your.
what is it? Lore intelligence.
Yeah.
So lore intelligence plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Hawk.
And you can add essence to this if you. Okay, no, cool. Yeah.
What?
Oh well, that's still really good. Yeah, you don't need to. That's enough.
7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah. So,
Like, where are those rolls when I need them?
Let me just kind of explain the context of why you would know what this is. Because what happened was, I'm not sure if you read this in the core book yet or not, but there was another city called Forks that got conquered by a abyssal death lord. And it was basically destroyed. It was abandoned, and now it's surrounded by zombies. So your house has since, or at least around that event or afterwards, has been on the lookout for this sort of, they've been researching that, and they've been trying to understand like what happened or who's involved in those kind of things. And you would definitely be aware because this would be information that you would be taught like directly. They teach you this, like this happened in the past, and now you're literally seeing like what you saw like happen to another city like in front of you, so you'd know exactly what happened. It got attacked by Death Knight, like these abyssals who are like basically Death Knights. They're like you're not, I don't know if your house has like all the details of like why they exist or what they do, but that that they're trying to just fuck with creation. They've already conquered a city, and like they have and possibly dark ambitions. And your house has been trying to warn people about them for years, but nobody really listened to you. So this is sort of the result of one of those invasions, you'd assume, which is terrifying because that would imply that the city has been lost.
Oh. Great. Now this is happening.
I'm assuming you share this information with the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
So it's like Forks all over again. That's unbelievable.
Hey!
If the Raksha wasn't enough, now we've got the Death Knights.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good at all.
We should turn back. Scarlet's saying that Scarlet's like, we should turn back. And Ice is like, no, we need to save the city. We can't save the city, Mom. It's gone. We need to avoid getting anywhere near that city. It's too dangerous.
So I'm just
Stubbornly
like
going
staring.
towards the city.
What? Sorry?
I was gonna say Storms is stubbornly walking towards the city.
You like turn back into or you like get out of the reins and like start moving towards the city.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you turning back into a person? I can't really tell.
I'm still a horse right now because.
Okay, so you unstrap yourself, and then you just start like
What?
moving towards the city. Are you moving? Are you galloping?
What are
or
you
just, like,
planning?
like walking? Like, are you moving like quickly, or are you just kind of like doot, 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 Because you're a horse, so I'm like wondering, are you running or are you like just walking?
I am probably just walking, like giving people a chance to be like, hey, if they want to come,
Yeah.
they can come.
Like,
And it's like
lightning
I have
like
this charm that people can understand me even if I'm not talking. Like,
okay, and lightning like jumps on your back, like once you get unhitched, she like jumps on your back.
mm-hmm. So I'm going to use my this charm to signal
Sure.
to Miss that like I have business in that city, and I am not going to leave until I see it through. Type of thing. Fuck everyone else. These zombies. I'm going in.
Wait,
What are you planning? To throw them all?
You can't throw a whole city. Watch me. Watch me.
wait, hold on. Where do you think you're going? What do you think you're gonna do over there?
I don't know, but I'm gonna do something.
Azure, talk some sense into her.
Do what? Exactly.
I'm just gonna turn back into human. That way, I don't have to keep on spending motes just to like give messages.
Yeah. Lightning like is when you do that, like lightning is grabbing on your back, and she's like, whoa, and she like gets off of you.
Perhaps,
hey, before you do that.
Sorry.
Perhaps, maybe, somehow there's still dragon-blooded alive in there.
Maybe so. Yes, we are outside the city now.
What?
K.
Whoa, that's even 2 more Ks than.
No,
Anyway.
I was gonna say I think all those Ks are kill.
And if the Death Knight responsible for this is still there, we need to put it down.
Hit it really hard. It's a hard
Well,
on me. So.
Storms could hit it really hard. That seems to work.
It's how I take care of all my problems. She's gonna say and like do it like the fist in motion.
I mean, you probably would have more information than that, but at this point, it's not really clear that they have a weakness. So like, you don't really have an answer. Like, as far as your house knows, they don't even have like any kind of weakness that you can exploit. So you just have to like figure out a way to fight them.
If nothing else, we need to get survivors out of there. Hopefully, Old Man River's one of them, and
If there,
I can get my fucking sword.
well, let's go then. But we have
Storms is just
to be
glaring
careful.
at the
We
chat.
all have.
Next time on Shattered Skies, will the group be
Next
able
time.
to rescue people inside of the city? What the hell is Desert Wind going to do?
But Mist should be able to do combat awesomely.
Survivors. There are no survivors.
What? No survivors.
I mean, Terumi's still alive, right? Would you have killed her by this point? I don't know.
I mean, at this point, there's probably no survivors
Yeah, that's what I thought.
at all. I'm not so sure about Terumi. Depends on like, I don't think a
Well, I
doll.
mean, once you replace all the people with zombies, then they don't really need a leader anymore. So
Yeah, I mean, like,
the whole reason you were keeping her alive was so that she could like pretend to still be their leader. But
yeah.
then
And I'm
once-
realizing, like, wait, if we use all the people for the sacrifice, we don't really need a doll to control everyone. So there would be no reason to keep anyone alive.
I feel like
Okay,
you
Rebecca.
kill her last or whatever, but she's still dead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can move some savages from the north into there because the lover likes them. That's about it.
I was hoping that our me and Lightning like could have shortened the time enough to there would be someone to like save, but oh well.
No, because it would take about 5 days to kill everyone.
Well, remember, you guys were behind already before they started. So
Yeah. Because if I really wanted to because if I really had the idea, if we really like soak the ground with blood, I could just let my army inside and slaughter everyone.
The only thing it really does is prevent them from, let's say, having more time to do things before you get there, but it doesn't really prevent them from doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Luckily,
so
all
like,
I want to do is get my ghost doggo for my little sister.
Right. Like what I'm saying is you might not have time
At least
to do
we get
everything
to
you
go
want
there
to
and
do.
fuck up zombies and cause as much damage as possible.
But you still technically have a week of like real time to figure out how you want to wrap everything up, because I'm still doing another session and there might be another week after that where I'll let you guys wrap. So you still have like 2 weeks to do everything you want to do in character and out of character.
For who?
For you.
Oh, for us. All right.
Yeah. Like
that's
in
gonna
real
be
time.
awkward for me.
Yeah, in real time, you'll still have about 2 weeks to like do everything you want before they actually
All right.
get
Well,
there.
that's good then. I thought you were gonna like say like, "Hey,
No.
Mom, are you ready to go RP this?" I'm like, "Wait a minute, I haven't even done my ghost dog fight."
I mean, in character, yes, but out of character, no.
Yeah, we've just been a bit slow, and I've had to deal with certain things that I am not happy with.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give out XP once Carl gets back, and then
Whew, I
just talk
have
about.
a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I
I'm
did
not feeling best too, but I bowed through it. I'm happy.
I wasn't
But
feeling good.
yeah,
Today.
you might
I
notice.
coop myself up.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
All good. What are you saying?
But you now might notice that the sky is broken.
So like the sky literally split.
No, there's just a little crack in it.
I just like imagine like I'm just like sipping tea and I just see like a giant crack. It's like neat.
Like the sky broke a little bit.
Just maybe just need to get some plaster and just.
I just
stand up a
imagine
little.
I just imagine the unconquered sun has to like come down and be like fucking.
What the fuck is going on here?
Fuck.
Is the
Okay,
undead city? What the fuck is happening? I didn't approve
Yeah,
this.
he like comes down. He's like, "Oh God, someone woke me up. What's going on? Oh shit, this guy's broke. Okay, let me fix that. Okay, Evil City. Okay, cool.
Wait a minute. That wasn't there, but wait a minute.
What's with all these?
Is the unconquered sun just fucking Lord Beereth here? Like,
I mean, like, I imagine you just like up there and having a
That's
great
true.
time.
I mean, maybe Gaia would be responsible for fixing this guy. That's a good point, but they're not around, so maybe no one will fix it.
Guy's a little bitch.
Hey, that's not nice.
I'm kidding. Ooh, I gotta take more exalted pictures of my character. Gotta love this. I just realized though, because I'm sorry, I had this realization because I was playing Final Fantasy 14 online, right?
So, okay, guys,
Mhm.
chill.
Hmm?
I need to actually do stuff. So,
Alright.
Mist, just like I'll do. Yeah, okay, easier. Okay, so Mist, you'll get 5,
Mhm.
and then it'll be and then Storms, you'll get 5, and then 2 lunar,
nice. Okay.
and then
No, I don't get any
Sun.
dragon blooded. Ooh.
I don't really see like where that would come up in this case.
More from the text portion.
Oh, well, that's a good point. Yeah, if I take that into consideration, I'll give you like, yeah, I'll give you 2. You're right, because from the text portion, you definitely earned the.
I mean, Medric's won out on the brainwashing, but it's like, yeah,
Technically,
yeah.
she didn't beat you.
Oh, you got brainwashed by Madrix? Sucks to be you. Shit.
No, she didn't. Like, I want to make that super clear.
No.
Madrix failed, barely, but she still failed. So, if if she succeeded, then it would be a different story. But like,
She won the dice rolls, but I spent the willpower to resist.
yeah. Because I wasn't gonna be like, yeah, she rolls infinite dice, and you can't do anything about it. I don't
Gotta
want to
love
be
rolling
Yuki.
against gods.
I'm not Yuki, okay? I'm not gonna do that. Or like, oh, you're
That's
brainwashed
a
now.
dead meme, Nova.
It's not dead. It's never gonna die because I'm still mad about that.
It'll never die.
I wanted to play a mage and be cool, and she ruined it.
Same. I wish I could play mage and be cool again.
I wish if you lived around here, I'd invite you to my game.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't know what happened to the other game I was in, but apparently, like, no one messaged me today, so I guess they're just not hosting a session anymore. So I'm like, all right.
That sucks ass.
Hmm.
Anyway, for Sun, I'll give you 5. I'm trying to think if you had solar anywhere.
You listened in, so.
Well, that was. Oh, yeah. Well, he already got that from last session, I think.
Okay, so.
But I'll still give him 2 just as a gimme because like I know
Oh,
that
what about the
his intimacies also came up, so
that we kind of used to
so
like.
I know that he gets at least 2.
Okay,
So
I
I'll
was
give
gonna
you.
say like the
Yeah.
trap we kind of laid for.
So he gets 5 normal and then 2 solar. I think that'll work.
All right.
Everyone will get it, there at least 2 of them for their special thingies. Sorry, my stomach's like, eat something. I'm working on it.
Are you really working on eating?
Well, I can't right now because I'm talking to you. But after I press the end broadcast, then I can go get some food and then I can come
Press
back.
broadcast. God.
Okay, so I'll do that now. I just wanted to give it XP first.